That is on. Is it on? There we go. Alright guys, we're live once again for the Friday night stream. Thanks for joining. It's obviously not night where I am. It's just called that because the song is called Friday Night. That's why. Alright, so we're gonna start out in the Maharaja as usual. I'm gonna make this a tradition going forward. So first we gotta hear this we gotta hear the cheapest antidepressant in the United States of America. And worldwide probably as well. Which is this song. And then we'll go to Genshin, which is what I said I was gonna do. Alright, so first let's get this guy a drink, because he can't dance without a drink. So what do we want today? Let's, you know what, let's go with a gin and lime here. It's 500 yen. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and maybe I'll do 2 songs. Maybe I'll do Friday Night and like one other, just while I'm waiting. So here we go. Let's find the DJ real quick. There he is. He's in bright pink, so you can't miss him. Let's dance solo first, because you don't get to choose the song when you invite a friend. So let's do this solo first. And after I do this, I'm gonna be talking about some crackpot theories that I've been having about Genshin that are probably gonna piss some people off, honestly. You know what? Let me try it on. Okay, let me try it on hard. Let me try it on hard. Here we go. Oh yeah. Also, let me just check something real quick. Let's see here. Let me just check something real quick. I just want to make sure that this is on the right setting. Because last time I didn't have it on the right one. So let me see where we are at here. Okay. Alright, so that is public. Good. Alright, I just wanted to make sure it is. Okay, cool. Let me close this. Let's go ahead and quit that. Oh. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna do Friday nights in hard mode here. Alright. Here we go. Alright, hopefully I can pull this off. I feel a little bit rusty, even though I just did this last week. Okay, actually, I think it's better. I think it's better with the tattoo skin, honestly. This might be one of the most uplifting songs ever created by mankind, honestly. Let's go. I'm just not talking because I want to make sure that I get a good score on this time. Oh man, Scoop! I like totally lost concentration for a second. Now I don't think I'm gonna be able to go into heat mode. Oh yeah, the song's almost over. Dang. Ah well. Maybe I could do it on another song. Oh man, if you've seen like Song of Life or K2 or Gaiden, it's crazy how much they improve the like the texture qualities and everything. Although I guess this is a PS3 era game. But it's funny how they did like the pores and stuff in these old ones and it just looks like his face is full of holes, you know? Like it doesn't actually look like pores like on scan, but they try to pull it off. Alright, let's do one more with a friend and then I'm gonna go switch over to Genshin, which is what I was really gonna do today. Alright, here we go. Let's try. I think we did Nishiki and what did we do? Riku and Nishiki last time? Okay, let's do Ayaka. Not Aya, not Kamisato Ayaka. I actually forgot what this person. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad, I guess. Okay, let's go. Actually, she has bangs kind of like Ayaka, but doesn't really look like her. Doesn't have the blue hair. Oh, I do like this song though. Okay, let's try it on hard. Let's try it on hard. That's in my opinion, that's the best way to learn something. Just like put on the most difficult setting from the get-go, then you learn how to do it quickly. You know, it's like sink or swim basically. Kind of reminds me of John Travolta a little bit when he does that. Oh god, she has the fan. I forgot about the fan dancing from the 1980s. Here we go. Here we go. Eber. Nice. Okay, I think that's the first time I've done that in the last 2 weeks. Oh, man. Oh, it was offbeat there for a second. Damn. Damn. There we go. Oh man, she did the heat thing too? I forgot that they could do it. The AI can do it. Oh man, dude, how did I completely lose the beat on that chain right there? Ah well, I think we still won that one. All right. Okay, so I think that's enough for your weekly dose of your end of week dose of anti-depression right there. There we go. All right, let's move on to Genshin and what I was going to talk about today. Let's actually, I don't need to save it or anything. Let's get out of there. That file's been long finalized for like 3 or 4 years or something already. So nothing to really go to there. Let's go ahead and switch over. Here we go. Maybe I should actually change this up here. Give me 1 second. If I can. I don't know if I could edit it from here. Give me 1 second. Let's go to the studio. And let me see if I could do this right now while we're live. Okay, it looks like I can. And let's change this up to what we're actually doing. Which is... where is it? Genshin. There it is. Alright. There we go. Let's close this up just to improve latency. Alrighty. Let me just check something really quick. Let me just get on Discord really quick and see something. While that's loading up. Okay. Alright, so what do we have to do first? Before I go into the whole crackpot thing, let me see here. Also, I have a gift code. Hopefully it works, and the first non-US chatter, I'm gonna go ahead and give them the gift code. Spare code for some goodies that I don't need right now. I already got mine, so I just have some extra. I'm gonna go ahead and give it away to the first person who's not from the US. I don't want to say too many details about it because I actually don't want to get in trouble, but I'm giving it away. Basically, I'm giving away some goodies. Let's just put it that way. All right, do I have any resin? Let me see. I might have some condensed right now to burn. And then after I go over these, I just wanted to, like, I just had these thoughts on my chest that I really want to get out. Because I wanted to do, like, actually, like, a full video on it or something, like, kind of like a video essay or something, but I don't think I'll have the time to do that. There's just so many other things I gotta do and get done that I don't think I'll have the time to do it the way that I had envisioned. And if I do wait until I can, it's gonna be too late. Like, we're already getting, because it's a theory. Basically, it's a theory that I have about what's gonna happen in the upcoming patches. But if I wait long, then we'll be, by the time that I like make the video, we'll be like already at the patch that I'm predicting already. So actually, we might not, but I just don't want to wait that long. You know what I mean? Because more and more might get revealed, and then the theory is like not as juicy if you wait too long, and more details are revealed. So let me actually like knock out my resin and burn and do my commissions and stuff first. And maybe while I'm doing that, I don't know if I'll be able to like keep my train of thought while doing that. So maybe let me do that first. I'll just kind of ramble on, and then let me like sit in the teapot or something else. Like do something else that's doesn't take as much concentration. Maybe like TCG or something. And then I'll go over like the crackpot stuff. All right, so let me start out with these daily commissions. Let's go over here back to Natlan. All right, let's see here. And what do we got? Let me also make sure that my chat is fully expanded. Oh, hey, what's up, Hutao? I didn't see your chat, man. Sorry. Hey, Hutao, you're the first. Congratulations, sir. Are you still there, sir? Congratulations, sir. You are the first non-US person to say hi in chat. And since I already have you as a friend in Genshin, so I'm gonna DM you a code for some goodies. Okay, I'm not gonna do it on camera because I don't want anybody to see it. But I'll DM you later, okay? I'll DM you later. Let me actually just put that in chat right now so that I remember to do it. But congratulations, sir. I'm going to send you a code to redeem for some goodies. I'm giving away a gift code. You'll see it later. I'm not gonna do it on camera right now because like if I put it on camera, it's gonna be on the screen, and then like someone else could steal the code or something like that. So I don't want that to happen. And actually, you know what? Let me see if I can co-op with someone real quick, just while I'm burning time. Let's see. I don't know if I can. We'll see. Okay, looks like she accepted. Let's see here. Yeah, you won something, Hutao. I was doing a giveaway. You probably didn't even know that. Hey, Lizzie. Let's see here. Hey, Lizzie. I'm gonna speak it out just because you guys can't see the chat. I'm like right over it. Hey, Lizzie, aka Jupiter, aka what's her other alias? She has like hella aliases on like YouTube and stuff. Aka Uzi Dorman. I want to see if she'll be embarrassed or like mad that I call her this stuff on the stream. She probably doesn't even know she's on the stream right now. I wonder if she does. She's probably not in it right now. I doubt it. All right, hold on. Okay, let me actually just hang out with my friend real quick. It's been a while. Okay, let's hold on. Let me see if I can co-op. You know, I don't really co-op like on live. Let's kill something. Let's kill some bosses. All right. Yeah, Hutao, man. Trust me. You will really enjoy it. I will send you the code. I just, like I said, I just don't want to do it live right now so that nobody steals it. But how are you, sir? You're welcome to just, I know you like watching me as like in the background while you do your own thing, so go ahead and do that. If you have other things to do, I completely understand. I will be here if you do feel like chatting. But you're welcome to lurk and just listen while you're doing something else. I totally understand, but I'm gonna give you that gift because you're the first non-US citizen to speak up in my chat today. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I'm doing well, man. Okay, where are we going, Lizzie? Where are we going, Lizzie? I wish I had voice. Maybe I should like get on. Maybe I should ask if she has Discord or something. Where the heck did she? Oh, she went to Yumkasaurus. Okay, so let me get my pyro crew out. I'm doing well, Hutao. I'm doing well as I can. You know, you get to a certain age and then like Well is relative, dude. I'm not as spry and energetic as you, dude. You're like 20 years old, 20 or 21 years old, man. I can't compete with your energy, man. I'm sorry, I can't compete with your energy, bro. You're still in your prime. You're in the prime of your life. See, I'm going downhill. Like once you get over the age of 35, everything just goes downhill, man. I'm sorry to tell you. So that's why I keep telling you every time I talk to you, man. I'm like, enjoy your youth while you have it, dude. Don't waste it, man. Enjoy all the energy and stuff while you have it. All right, we're gonna kill this This guy actually, this Yamkasaur thing kind of reminds me of Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro a little bit. I don't know why. Totoro's not green. And this guy has his eyes closed. I think it's just his belly that reminds me of Totoro. Oh shoot, okay, here we go. Burn the flame granites. There we go. He's not gonna use that. Now burn his belly. Oh, this barbecue pork belly right there. Actually, a Yamkasaur probably tastes disgusting, dude. It's like... Actually, you know what? Not all reptiles taste... I've had like alligator before, and it wasn't bad at all. It actually tasted pretty good. It was like fried. It was chopped up and like fried and battered. All right, here we go. Boom. We're almost done with this. And then I'm going to talk about my crackpot theory. All right. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my world real quick. Dude, Hutao, did you see the McDonald's thing? So the McDonald's thing is only in the US, man, but they if you go to McDonald's, like hold on, let me show you. See my name card, Hutao? It has like French fries and like sandwiches all over it. That name card is from the McDonald's collaboration right there. I don't know, it's just a fun little thing. Dude, McDonald's is like way overpriced these days, man. Like that chicken sandwich meal is like where I live, it's like almost $15. It's freaking insane, dude. Back when I was younger, you used to be able to get like a hamburger at McDonald's for like 39 cents sometimes, you know. It's pretty overpriced. And then they also give you besides that name card, they give you this. You get these golden apple pies. So that's actually basically what the apple pies look like at McDonald's right there. And then you get the recipe for it so you can keep cooking more of it. And then you also get some wings. And this is a US exclusive right now. For once the US got something instead of like, you know, somewhere in Asia like China or Japan or Korea or Singapore or Malaysia. Like those people always get like exclusive stuff, you know what I mean? So it was nice for US to get like an exclusive collab for once. We got, here we go. You got the Wing Glider, the Wings of Delicacies, a wing glider that commemorates the reopening of a grand feast, not seen for many years. But yes, but is the taste and change assuredly so. So you get these wings, man. And that's for Mickey D's. I think, you know, I've seen pictures of the KFC. I don't know if the KFC one was worldwide. It might have been like China only or something. Or like somewhere in Asia only. But I think these look better than the KFC ones, if I'm being... I've seen the KFC ones, they're like... they look like the KFC bucket. Like it's like red and white striped. But this actually looks pretty nice, especially on Kazuha and Beto. Hold on. What's my... Well, let me just say... Let me just tell her that I just gotta do commissions. And say, how you been? I swear I won't be like reading out chats this whole time, I swear. It's just I haven't seen my friend in a while, so just wanted to say what's up and how are you doing and all that. Alright, and maybe I think she subscribed, no, she does subscribe to me on YouTube, duh. So maybe she'll see this, I don't know, and think it's funny. Alright, okay, I swear, I'm gonna go do my commissions. By the way, Hutao, if my volume is too loud, please let me know, sir. Please let me know, I don't want to break your ears. Because I've been trying to do some adjustments with my sound, so I don't know if it's gonna be way too loud or not. So if it is, just let me know, sir, and I will turn it down for you. Okay, let's see here. What is this? Oh crap. Okay. At least this isn't a combat challenge. I forgot I like have this party that has like no combat capability at all. These guys are not built at all. Boom and boom. Okay, this is pretty easy, man. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Oh crap. I say that as I'm not finished. Where's the next one? Okay, there it is. There it is, my boy. There it is. Alright. Oh shoot. I like looked away for like a split second. I thought that was it. Never do that. That's the lesson. Just always pay attention. There you go. Alright, cool. Let me get at least one combat character and let me clear these commissions and then I'll talk about my my crackpot theory about what's gonna happen coming up. Why can't I configure the party in the current state? What is this thing talking about? What the heck? Oh, because I'm in a Yumkasaur. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. The Saurian interface is a little bit... Maybe I just didn't read it enough or I haven't been using it enough, but it feels a little clunky to me at times, if I'm being honest. Let me pull up someone who can fight. I don't know if Raiden Shogun is really good. Man, she's like almost dead too. I tried to get, dude, I actually did like a couple more off camera. I actually did a few more 10 pulls on Raiden Shogun. See if I can get C3. But I stopped at 50 pity. I'm like, from what I've heard, allegedly, I don't really like talking about leaks on here, but allegedly I hear that Shilonin is gonna be on the next banner. I heard, allegedly. I don't know that for sure. That's just hearsay. I don't have any type of inside information. But I heard that Shilonin is gonna be on the next banner. So I really don't want to like mess up my pity. Even though Hu Tao is here, and whenever Hu Tao is here, like I just start going crazy. You know, the Jamaican in me just starts going crazy. That's what happens. My inner Jamaican just comes out, and I start doing wild shit, man. So I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm not gonna pull and screw up my pity. I'm gonna keep that for Shilonin. I'm not gonna go for her weapon. I'm just gonna go for her, and I want to do like I really want to do a Geo challenge, like 2 mono Geo teams. I was gonna do it on this Abyss, but like when I actually looked at this Abyss, it's actually a little bit too easy. Like I think it's not really a challenge, you know, if the opponents are not very challenging, you know. So I was like, let me wait. Maybe towards like the end of a patch or something, they usually have like harder challenges, or maybe that's when I'll try to pull it off. Although, like, I'm probably being masochistic trying to do that. Although I guess they usually try to tailor the Abysses to the characters that are on the banner. So if I do it during Shilonin's, then there should be an Abyss challenge that's tailored specifically to her. Alright, I'll try not to get too distracted, because last time Hu Tao was making fun of me because I was not paying attention. I was talking too much while doing these daily commissions, and then, like, I couldn't even beat these guys, and Arlecchino just died. Although Arlecchino is kind of one of the more of like a high-risk character because of the whole bond of life mechanic and everything, so you really have to pay attention when playing as her, especially without a shield. Oh, alright, let's take these guys out. Yeah, I kind of want to C3 Raiden, man. Here we go, boom. Alright. There we go. Dude, I got a last night, I had like a single, you know, I got like some standard wishes, some standard pulls from like leveling up characters, and I got a 5-star, and it was another Tainari. I was so mad, dude. I have like the curse of Elliot Jindy on this account or something. I think because I kept clowning on Elliot when that whole scandal was going on. So now he's like, now his evil soul, his dark soul, like tainted my account from me joking about him so much, and now I keep hitting Tainari. I think I have C1 or C2 Tainari now. Let me see. C2 Tainari. Isn't that crazy? That means I pulled him 3 times. That's friggin' insane, dude. Could have at least given me like another gene or something like that, or like give me I don't think I have every 5-star weapon yet on the standard. I mean, I have Skyward Spear. I have Skyward. I don't have Skyward. What is it called? The sword is called. What is it? I have Aquila Favonia, but there's like another sword, right? Is it Skyward? Skyward Pride is the. Skyward Blade and Skyward Pride, right? I have the 2-hander. I don't have the regular sword. I have the Claymore, but I don't have the regular one. Not even one copy of it. And then I have Skyward Atlas. I have the Spear. I have that. But I do not have the regular sword, so I could use one of those next time I hit a standard 5-star. Oh, nice. All right. Alright, let's just break these towers down, and then we'll keep moving. There we go. Damn, Raiden sucks at breaking towers. Actually, pole arms and like anything other than a claymore usually kind of sucks. There we go. There we go. I'm sure some Nuvalet main is like, what are you talking about, dude? My Nuvalet could knock down those towers with 1 second or something. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Oh boy. So Hu Tao, did you quit Genshin, or are you just taking a break from it, man? I don't blame you for quitting, dude. I personally have been like a little bit tired. I've been like going in and out of being tired of it and into it. Like, I don't know, sometimes I think when I was doing the Archon quest, I mean, I was feeling it a little bit more. But now that I'm like just wandering around the map again and doing like world quests, it's been like waning again. I think I'm just kind of burnt out on like just exploration and world quests and whatnot, you know? It's kind of like, you know, same old thing again. Like, the Saurians were novel when you first get them, but it's just like, it's really just like another mobility thing, like another mobility gimmick. Although I am glad that they added those Tribal Chronicle quests, because those are kind of interesting, and they're voice dialogue too, which is nice. Alright, so I think that's it, right? Is that it for the daily commissions? Then I'm gonna just take like a really brief, like a few minutes to use the restroom, and then I'm gonna go talk about my crackpot theory. I don't think many people will like it. It's a good thing I'm small, so like not a lot of people will see it in the first place. So I won't have too many people trying to like dox me and stalk me and like assassinate me for saying stuff that they don't like, that they don't like about my theory. If I were more popular, I'd probably have people like threatening me on Twitter or something, just for even having this theory. I don't even like super believe it or anything. It's just a fun crackpot theory that I thought about. I think I've told most of my friends about it. You're just waiting for ZZZ. Oh, for Caesar and Bernice. Yeah, dude. I really want Bernice so badly, man. Like, just her design, first of all, her design, of course. Actually, I would want both of them. I want Caesar and Bernice if possible, but I don't think I'm gonna get it, dude. I'm not trying to spend, and I burned like a lot of chromes. Like, I already did like a lot of grind for chromes, and like I didn't get Jane until like 76 or 77 pity, man. So I'm low pity again, and I only have enough chromes right now for like 7 pulls. So I really don't think I'm gonna get both of them. I think I'm gonna have to skip Caesar and then save up for Bernice. But I really like I need a pyro character, but I also just like Bernice's design, like the biker babe look, you know, with like and then she has like the pigtails and stuff. Like, damn, man. Caesar's a little bit more like, I don't know if that's really my type, but just like, well, she is a mommy. She is a mommy, so she has that going for her. But other than that, man, I don't know, dude. It's like they just tried to do a gender bender on like Julius Caesar or something. You know, so okay, that was it. Let me take a quick breather here. What is this, dude? Oh my god, what is Of Thorns and Crowns? Is this another thing? What is this event, dude? Oh my gosh, what is this stuff? Is this another combat trial? Hold on, let me take a look at this real quick. Hold on. Jesus, man. Oh my god, yeah, it's another combat trial. Oh my god, Canticle of Crown. Okay, I might try like 1 round of this on camera. We'll see. I don't usually like doing these things on camera because I don't like thinking and menuing through all the buffs and stuff. It gets a little bit boring. But I'll be right back. Hu Tao, I'll be right back, man. I'll be right back. Actually, you know, if you don't want to stick around, I completely understand if you have other stuff to do. But I'm gonna talk about my crackpot theory after I get back. Give me a second.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. the world holds dear is but a
Okay.
backdrop of constant
All right, Hutel, I'm
motion.
back. I'm back. Thanks for waiting. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, brother.
Unchanging.
And whoever else is here, if there's anyone else here, thanks for lurking. Feel free to say hi. Okay, I'm gonna go over my crackpot theory, but let me pull it up. I have some like notes on this. Nothing too detailed. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate the welcome back. Okay, so here's my crackpot. Let me actually talk about it here in like in Dragon Spine or something. I swear this is relevant. I swear this is relevant. Hey, Butterfly Eyes, what's up? How you been? I don't mean to. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate you joining, Butterfly Eyes. I don't mean to embarrass you. I know you said you're very introverted and shy, but I want to. I don't know if you watched my last. I don't know if you watched my last ZZZ video, but I specifically had Seth on screen for you. Okay, I thought he was gonna say something interesting, but he really didn't. Unfortunately, I thought he was gonna have like voice dialogue or something, because I know you love Seth. So you love Seth. I'm trying to build him myself, actually. Did you actually end up getting him to C6 as you had mentioned, or what? I think I only got him to like C1 or C2 or something like that. Actually, do they use C in like the abbreviation C in ZZZ? I think it's like Mindscapes. It's called Mindscape Cinema, right? But I don't know what they're called. You know what I mean? Because here they're constellations in Genshin, but in ZZZ, they're not. They're called Mindscape Cinema. Okay, let me go somewhere where I won't freeze to death, though. But I swear it's relevant for me to be here for this crazy theory that I have about Genshin. And let me just make sure I'm like the right distance from the mic. I just noticed it was peaking a lot, so let me know, guys, if it's too loud or if it sounds like really distorted or something when I talk. Just let me know, and I'll lower the gain a little bit. I've just been experimenting with my sound settings again. Can't believe I've been experimenting for 4 months and I still don't have it, man. I still don't have it. Okay. So here, I swear to God, I'm gonna start. You had the best luck. Let's just say I had the best luck so far on ZZZ. It was insane. What does that mean? What does that mean, Butterfly? Okay, now you got me intrigued. I don't want to put you on the spot. You got too many S ranks and not. Hold on. Let me expand the chat. My chat is kind of small. And not even all copies of Seth. Pretty annoying. What? What? Okay, sorry. I'm not laughing at your misery or something, but that's crazy. Oh my gosh. I can't believe. Okay, that has. Wait, well, let me think about it. That has happened to me before. Not in ZZZ, but in Genshin. Like in ZZ, I remember in Genshin, like way back, I was trying to get a copy of Cookie Shinobu when she was on Nahida's banner, and like I went all the way to like or actually no, I think it was more recent than that. I think it was like Ayato or something like that. And I went to like 70. I went all the way to like 7, like almost saw pity, like 70 pity, and I still didn't get a single copy of Cookie. But in your case, at least you got some S ranks. At least you got some S ranks, you know. Although I know you wanted all copies. Yeah, and you know what else I like? Speaking of, just a tangent. You'll say that the details if you don't mind, because people get banned and hate for flexing pulls. Oh, I don't mind at all. No. Why would I? Yeah, I'm not one of those people who would ban or hate you for flexing pulls. I don't mind that at all. I actually like hearing people's stories about their pulls, because I don't know. Maybe I'm just a degenerate gambling addict or something now. But I actually like hearing about people's adventures, fortunes and failures, or misadventures and adventures when it comes to pulling on gacha. Yeah, feel free to let me know the details if you don't mind. It's up to you. I don't want to put you on the spot, but that's pretty crazy. One of my friends actually got a double Chingy back on Chingy's banner. I was so jealous, dude. I haven't gotten a double S rank or a double 5-star at all, ever. Although I've only been playing Hoyo games since like late 2022, but still, it's pretty crazy how lucky some people get. Okay, what was I gonna do? Okay, I keep getting sidetracked here. That's okay though. I like that you guys are chatting. Let me just try to find. I wanted to go like on top of the nail or something. I forgot how to get there. Let me just concentrate for a second. I swear there's like a wind current or something, right? That could take me to the top of the celestial nail or whatever, all the way up there. I think I have to climb up here if I'm remembering correctly, and then there's like a wind current that will carry me across. I think I have to get up to that tower if I'm remembering. Let me actually. Why do I have these weaklings on? Let me get like a traversal team with like Scions and stuff. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was actually, you know what? Actually, I was happy at first when I last pulled on ZZZ, because like I really wanted Rena or Grace. So I was actually trying to lose 50-50 like the first 2 banners, and I just won, and I got low pity on Ju Yuen. But like on Shingy, I finally got lucky on Rena, but after that, like I was like, oh yeah, I have a guarantee on Jane. But then Jane took me all the way to like 76 or 77. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned that. How do I get up there? I swear there's supposed to be like a path there that won't destroy my stamina, but oh well, we'll just brute force it. I have Scions anyway. Okay, you spent basically all your currency, but story short, first 10 pools. Sorry, my old man eyesight is like killing me. This thing is so small on my screen. First 10 pools ever on limited S rank. So this is your first time pooling, huh? You got Lycon and Jane. Okay. Okay. That's like, I don't know. I would say I know that you wanted C6 Seth, but I would say you're pretty lucky, man. Like Lycon is like, I actually like, well maybe I'm just like turning into a furry or something. I don't know. Actually I'm not, because furry, well actually let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. I want to keep this like PG-13 for a little bit. But like I actually like Lycon in the story, like surprisingly, and he's actually you have a nice ice stunner now, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the stunners, if I'm remembering off the top of my head, there's not that many. There's like Ambi as an electric stunner. Shut up, Hutao. Shut up. Hutao's a troll. Don't listen to Hutao. He's a total troll. He's the biggest troll in Jamaica, in all of the nation, the entire island of Jamaica. He's the biggest troll there. But what's it called? What was I gonna see? Now I lost my train of thought due to Hutao. I shouldn't even look at the chat while I'm saying this. I was gonna say, like, yeah, there's not that many ice stunners, if I'm remembering correctly. There's not that many stunners in general. There's a lot of attackers and supporters in ZZZ. So Lycon's not a bad pull. Jane, I like. Well, personally, you know, I like Jane for many different reasons. But yeah, if you didn't really have, well, no, if you got Seth, then she could pair up with Seth, and you could also put in like I think you could put Nekomiya. I think Nekomiya synergizes well if you have Nekomiya. If not, you can always just put like another like Neps character or something, or another physical character. But I know you wanted C6 Seth. You tried to get Seth's weapons. Oh, you tried to get the signature W engine. Tried to get Seth's weapons, so you did. Oh my gosh, my eyesight is so bad. So you did signs, but got the S rank weapon in only 6 pity, thank goodness. Oh, you got it in 6 pity. Man, you were so lucky. Butterfly, you were so lucky. That's super low pity, man. I don't even know if I've gotten something at 6. I think at 10 is the lowest I've gotten a weapon banner in Genshin before. Goodness, I lost, but still didn't get the weapon. Oh, you still didn't get the weapon. Okay. Sorry, I should finish reading the whole thing before I jump to conclusions. Oh, weapon. Eventually, oh, you eventually. Okay, see, that's why I should read the whole thing. You eventually got it after J. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot that in ZZZ the A ranks have signatures. I forgot. Yeah, that's one thing I do like about ZZZ too, is that the A ranks have signature weapons too, which is cool. And in the end, you got Lycon, Jane 2. You got 2 Jane. Oh my god. And hold on. Let me read this. Let me read this whole thing. Let me read this. You got 2x Jane. Dude, the heart thing is blocked. Oh my god, I hate this YouTube Studio chat window thingy. Hold on, give me 1 second. I want to read that whole thing and make sure I'm not missing any information and jumping to conclusions. Okay, so you got... Oh my god, this thing is pissing me off. Hold on. Okay, 2x Seth. Oh no, 2x Jane. Oh my god, 2x Jane. 4x Seth and a soldier 11. Damn. Butterfly, man. You should not feel bad about that at all. That's what? 4 S ranks? Do you remember roughly how many pulls total that you did? You haven't played ZZZ in a while. You didn't quit just to break. You're playing Wooba. Okay. Playing it Withering Waves. Hopefully it won't crash this time. Yeah, Hutao also mentioned that he was crashing during Withering Waves too. I haven't even tried Withering Waves. I told one of my friends on Genshin here that I would try it, and then like I just, you know, like call me 160 pulls. Okay, that's kind of reasonable, but still very lucky, because 160 is not even guaranteed 2. So you're still very lucky. That's only like 1 in like almost another one, you know, or like I guess that's 2 soft pities, but that's not 2 hard pities. But yeah, I told one of my friends on on Genshin. Congratulations, by the way, Butterfly. Congratulations. You should not feel bad about those results at all, honestly. Even if you didn't get C6 set, those are amazing results. Like, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I wish I had Soldier 11 in Lycon. CZZ really causes migraines? Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I totally, actually, I totally get that. I noticed that when I play ZZZ, like, even versus Genshin, my eyes actually get really sore because, just the way the camera moves and, like, the flashing. Like, it looks cool, but, it's really strenuous to play, especially if you play, like, late at night or something, you know? Especially if you play HDR, like, the monitor I'm playing on right now is HDR, so, like, it can be really bright. Like, it's almost, like, if I had epilepsy or something, I'd probably have a seizure or something, if I'm being honest. Not trying to laugh at that, I'm just saying. Like, it's that flashy and, like, shaky and stuff. Apart from the reason, yeah, apart from that, that's the reason you're not playing very much, yeah. Yeah, I wish that they had a little bit more like display settings on ZZZ. Dude, I am going to freeze to death. Hang on a second. Okay, this part has a heating. Okay, thank God, dude. Okay. Yeah, man, what was I gonna say, dude? I went totally off track again. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something about pools, and then I like derailed, but it's not super important. Okay, guys. Okay. I might record this, so I might be a little bit stiff. Let me pull up some notes. Thanks a lot for listening. Since nobody else I know plays gacha, and for reasons I've said, you can't share Lucky Vincent's toxicity. Yeah, dude, like, you're welcome to share anytime. Yeah, and I noticed that on like Hoyo Lab and stuff. When you share your results, like some people get mad jealous, or they think that you're just like flexing and stuff. Like, I think it's only toxic. Actually, I think it's only bad to say your results if you're saying it to make if you're like rubbing it in someone's face. That's the only time that's it's mean. Like if somebody like failed to get a 50-50 and then you're like, I got a triple S rank of that character or something, then it's kind of mean to say. But I don't know. I guess it depends on like the exact context. But yeah, man, you could share anytime. Nobody else, plays gacha. Yeah, actually, in real life, let me think about this. I don't think I know. To be honest with you, I don't think anybody in real life I know plays gacha. Actually, one of my friends does, but he plays like crappy gacha games. You know what I mean? Like he plays like Bleach Brave Souls and stuff like that. Like he doesn't play like Hoyo gacha games or anything. Okay, let me see here. Let me just like turn down my dialogue all the way so they don't keep doing their idle lines. Let's see here. Okay, I had some notes for this. And I have this okay, guys, I have this crazy theory. Okay, let me actually start from where I was gonna start. Here. Hey, Vivid Montage 24K, welcome. I think this is my first time seeing you, or at least my first time seeing you chat in here. How you doing? Feel free to chat, feel free to lurk. I mostly play Genshin Impact and other open world RPGs. I appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to chat about anything that's not, super inappropriate. Anything within reason, even if it's not related to Genshin, you're more than welcome. If you came here for the gift code, actually, Hutao already won it earlier, but appreciate you stopping by. Let me know if you care to mention. Let me know how you found my channel, how you found my stream. All right, guys, I'm gonna talk about my crackpot theory for what's coming up. In the next few patches of Genshin. I'm not gonna be looking at chat for a while, by the way, because I don't want to get derailed. Okay. I wish I could make videos. I wish I could make like little video essays, kind of like if like Ashikai and stuff, like those YouTubers for Genshin. Like I wish I could make videos like that, but I just don't have the time. So I figured I'm gonna like say it here on stream and just kind of get my thoughts out, because it's been like it's not that good a theory, but it's been like in my chest and I just gotta get it out, guys. So I think after doing Simulanka, I know it's gonna piss some people off. I think after doing Simulanka, I have a feeling, or at least this is what I would do. I think it would be narratively impactful. Let's put it that way. I think it would be narratively impactful if Scaramouche, aka Hat Guy, aka Wanderer, I think it would be narratively impactful if he was killed. Okay? And here's what I'm gonna say. If he was killed or died, because let me kind of like get this organized. I think if he got killed by Durin, okay, because they mentioned that Durin was going to come back in Dragonspine, like the original Durin, right? And then we met young Durin in Simulanka, and they said that they prophesized that young Durin was going to be instrumental in defeating the Durin that would come up here in Dragonspine, right? And then we saw that Hat Guy and him became like close friends and became like buddy. So I think it would be narratively impactful if Scaramouche, if we saw Scaramouche and young Durin become like best friends, kind of like how Scaramouche had that friend in the past. You know, if you know about his origin story, he had that friend in the past that he felt betrayed him, right? And then Durin is like the replacement for that friend. But instead of going down the dark path like he did when that friend died, you know, he went down that dark path where it's like, oh, now I'm going to be a god and rule over everyone, and you guys are just insects. This time, I think it would be narratively impactful if when this Durin comes up, if him and young Durin, like, teamed up, right, to try to defeat this Durin that comes up in Dragonspine, and then if, like, picture this, like, if young Durin's, like, in the line of fire of the regular Durin, right? Like, Durin is about to, they're battling it out, they're duking it out here in Dragonspine or wherever, or near Mondstadt or wherever they come up, and then, like, he's about to kill young Durin, but then imagine Scaramouche goes in, like, the line of fire, right? Imagine if Scaramouche puts himself in harm's way, sacrifices himself for the life of young Durin. Okay, that would be, now, I know that would piss a lot of people off, and I know, like, people, Genshin, I don't think, off the top of my head, I don't think Genshin has killed off any playable characters yet. Unlike in HSR, where like they killed off Tingyun, spoiler, and in HI3 they killed off Himiko. And I actually don't know HI3 that well, so they might have killed off some other characters there too. But in Genshin, I don't think they've done it yet. But here's my other reasoning. Here's my other reasonings why. Okay, here's my other reasonings why I think that would make thematic sense and why that will be narratively impactful is because if you pay attention, like, Scaramouche is actually kind of has like a lot of Buddhist. He has like a lot of Buddhist themes, like in the way that he's dressed. Like, actually, if you look at his original design before he turns into Hat Guy, like the purple design, that's actually based on like Kabuki. Like, it looks like a Kabuki actor. And then when he reincarnates, you know, after the whole thing in Sumeru, he becomes like he looks like a Buddhist monk, right? Like a Japanese Buddhist monk, right? And it makes sense. Like, if you're familiar with Buddhism, even like on a surface level, you know that, like, they believe in, like, reincarnation, right? Like, if you start, and, like, eventually your goal is to get to Nirvana, to where you, like, stop reincarnating, right? But you could go back and forth. Like, if you're good, and your soul, if you accumulate, like, good karma, you go into, like, a better being, right? So you might start off as, like, an ant. If you accumulate good karma as an ant, you become maybe, like, a dog. If you accumulate good karma as a dog, you become, like, maybe a poor human. If you accumulate, you know, good karma as a poor human, you could go to become like a rich human in your next life. And you could go backwards too. Like, if you accumulate bad karma as a rich human, you could become a poor human. So I think that after his, you know, quote-unquote death in the Sumeru arc, I think that he reincarnated into his form now, Hat Guy, right? Just based on his karma and what he accumulated in that life cycle that he went through. And then I think that it would make thematic sense if he like in this life cycle that he's in now as Hat Guy, if he sacrifices himself, he accumulates enough good karma and he kind of like reverses what he did in the past, right? Like, instead of becoming the jerk that he did, he sacrifices himself for his friend. And then I think that he, you know, could reach quote unquote Nirvana. So that's like the basis of my theory there. And like, there's some like meta reasons too. I think it would be cool, like, to make sense, because like if you guys keep in the loop with like the gossip and everything, like on Hoyolab, and like what the CN community thinks, like a lot of them really hate Scara. Like, a lot of people in the Chinese community really hate Scara. Whether you're being sarcastic or not, Vivid, I appreciate your comment. I appreciate you commenting, because it was like silent there for a second. I was like, maybe I just sound like a crazy person right now, like a tinfoil hat person. But like, a lot of the people in the Chinese community really hate Scara, and the Chinese Genshin community. So like, it would kind of like, if you think about it, like, meta-wise, like real-world meta, it would kind of please the Chinese fan base a little bit, right? If they killed off Scara. And then it would also, like, it would be a shocker, since they never, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, as far as I know, they never killed off a playable character in Genshin yet, so it'd be, like, it would shake things up. I think it would revitalize the, like, the overall community, because like, there's a lot of people who have been going through like Genshin burnout, right? The game's been out for 4 years now. We're almost at the end of like the 7 nations, main nations. I know that people are saying there's gonna be like Celestia and Conria and Marjavari and all that, but like, we're almost towards the end of the 7 nations, so I think it needs something big to like shake it up, to like really shake up the community and bring in like fresh blood, or like revive it for like the older players too. So I think that's my crackpot theory. That's what I would do personally if I were writing for Hoyoverse. That's what I would do with Scaramouche next, honestly. Whether or not it happens is a coin toss, honestly. It's a complete coin toss. We know that Genshin doesn't like to take a lot of risk. I'll put it that way. They don't like to take a lot of risk, unlike some of their other games. So, you know, maybe it's a Genshin can never thing, but that's basically the basis of my theory. Alright, if you're watching the VOD, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Take care. Bye. All right, and if you're live, I'm still here, guys. I just want to do that because I might cut that out for like a video that I put on my channel or something like that. If you guys have any thoughts on that theory, let me know. I'm just curious if anyone else thinks that would make sense, because I actually didn't do like a whole lot of deep research, and it's been a while since it's been a long time since I've done like Inazuma. It's been a long time since I've done like Inazuma and Sumeru, so like I might be getting some things off. I'm glad you enjoy it, Vivid. I'm glad you enjoy it, Vivid. Because I don't know, I think that would shake things up personally, and I think Genshin needs like new stuff. Okay, so like one more thing, I'm gonna do the Tribal Chronicle quest. Not yet. Let me actually just move locations. How am I liking Kanish? Let me actually, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Vivid, because I actually haven't trialed him yet. But as a personality, I think in some of my previous videos I actually mentioned this, but since you're new, I don't expect you to have watched all my content. I know my videos are really long, but I personally, like, just as a character, not meta-wise or anything like that, not meta-wise and not talking like aesthetics, but as a person, like, I hope I don't make anybody mad, but Kanish kind of reminds me of like the same archetype or the same tropes as like Xiao a little bit. And there's another one. I can't think of him on the top of my head, but there's several emo, even like a little bit of Skara a little bit, right? Like there's like these emo characters in Genshin, and I'm kind of getting tired of them doing that repeating that archetype, you know? He's your favorite? Oh, I'm sorry, Vivid. Like I have nothing personally against him. Like more power to you. I don't hate him or anything. I'm just saying personally for myself, I think that they like have overdone the emo boy trope a little bit, you know? Animo, yeah, the Animo. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, he's oh no, he's Dendro. He's Dendro. So he's Dendrimo. Yeah. So I don't know. Let me try him out a little bit and see what I think of him. I don't know if I'm going to read all this, dude. Okay, when there are no enemies present, Kenichi's elemental skill files a grappling hook to perform swings and expend phlogiston in midair to swing again. When there are enemies nearby, Kenich will use the hook to lengthen them and enter Night Soul's blessing state. Using normal attacks, will switch to firing loop shots. Okay, I think I'm just gonna button mash through this, guys. You're gonna hate me. When he reaches the Night Soul point limit, casting the elemental skill. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna remember any of that while I go through this. I hope that they one day do these trials. I think they're actually shifting towards it. Do the trials in Genshin more like they do in ZZZ. You know, where they kind of like walk you through it step by step and make sure that you actually know how to use the skills and everything, because sometimes in Genshin you'll read like 2 paragraphs describing the skill and then you like didn't learn anything at all, you know, because they use so many like unique vocabulary and terminology. Like because I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid or low IQ or something, but it like for me sometimes all of it just flies out of my head, you know what I mean? Like you read all that stuff, they mention all these like crazy, you know, proprietary names for everything, right? And then you don't even know what you're doing anymore, you know. Okay, I'm supposed to be using this grappling hook thing, right? So he moves kind of like a Yumkasaur, I guess? Ah, yeah, okay, so he moves kind of like a Yumkasaur, I'm seeing. Oh, cool! Okay, I do like the targeting thing. That reminds me, yeah, well, his whole thing is like 8-bit, 16-bit retro gaming kind of feel. Dude, I like that. Okay, I do like that. Yeah, that looks really cool, man. Actually, you know what? Speaking honestly, also, if you didn't have Kaveh 200%, you wouldn't have gotten him. I meant 100, but close enough. Butterfly man. You and your crazy luck. You know, if you want to look at it as luck or unluck. But yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know what I thought of the like the 8-bit or the 16-bit look for like Kenichi's stuff at first, but then when you actually look at like if you hold his E in the air, you'll see him hang on a how. Okay, that's cool. Dude, I'm completely not even doing this challenge. I got derailed. I was gonna say, yeah, if you look at like native like weaving, you know, like native cloth, textiles, blankets and stuff like that, they actually do like these kind of square patterns. You know, it's almost like pixel art in a lot of ways. Like they just alternate squares of color to kind of get like eagles and stuff like that, and pattern like lizard patterns they could do. But it's all like, you know, by doing different squares on a grid, not like rounded curves or whatever. Like, so it's kind of cool. And I didn't know, I can't believe I didn't pick up on that when I first saw Kanich. All right, so let's see if I can pull this off. We'll see. If not, I'll just let Xiangling finish. If not, I'll just let Xiangling do the heavy lifting. All right. Okay, let's just see. Let me just see his ult animation really quick again. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I have to admit, that looks dope. Okay, so that's a how. the dragon is him, like another form of him or something? Let's get burn meta going. Boom. Boom. Dude, one day I gotta build Toma. I haven't built Toma yet. Like, I need a Pyro Shielder at some point. Alright, I think I'm using him completely wrong. I'm probably pissing off Vivid. This is their favorite. Okay, I like the sound effects, though. That's dope. Like, they're all, like, 8-bitty, like, 8-bit arcade sound effects. Yeah, if I were to say, honestly... Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to attack. Got it. Okay, I just looked at chat really quick. I'm supposed to attack while I'm grappled on. Okay, that's cool. I like how the lasers or whatever he's shooting, the missiles he's shooting are 8-bit, too. That's pretty... Actually, that's pretty dope. I have to admit, like, if I wasn't saving for, like, how many characters in a row, I would probably pull on him, and I probably would have pulled on Mulan, too, honestly. Okay, I love the sound effects, man. God, dude. Especially, like, okay, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm of the age that I grew up with those sound effects. Like, my first, when the bar is full, click E. Okay, I got you. Bar, that bar, that orange bar, like the phlogiston bar, or which bar? Oh, that bar, I see it now. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I grew up with the NES, man. Like, that was my first console, so I'm kind of from that era a little bit. I'm from, like, the 90s part of it, not the 80s part. The 80s part is the real, like, 8-bit era, if we're being honest, keeping it 100 here. Alright, here we go. Let's see here. Oh my god, there's 2 more enemies. I can't believe that. Alright, let's let them spawn. Get in here. Where is it? Did I bug this out or something? Okay, maybe I have to do the one below first or something. I should have been paying attention. I don't like how the music turned off completely like that. Alright, let's just like vape these guys or something. Why are these guys even part of the challenge? They're so weak. There we go, challenge complete. Got it. Alright, I don't even know why they threw those guys in. Okay, those sound effects are really cool though. Alright. Okay, Vivid, I could totally see why you like Kaniche. Yeah. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I know this is kind of a what's the right word for this? Kind of like a milquetoast or weak take, but I actually like all of the characters a little bit. He was also completely lost in his trial too. Good to know I'm not the only one. All right, let's just kind of knock these out for a little bit. Actually, while I'm doing this, let me talk about my Okay, so this is the other thing that I meant to talk about. Okay, and I might kind of like introduce this like I'm doing a video. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a video on my channel, like a regular video, so I might do like an intro, just in case I decide to do that. All right, guys. Dude, why is it? Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, guys. So Genshin Impact has been around since 2020 now. A lot of people have been getting burnt out. We're kind of tired of the gameplay, like Spiral Abyss. They introduced Imaginarium, but Imaginarium is also kind of just like, it just feels like a different form of Spiral Abyss almost. It feels like a simulated universe, like from HSR. And a lot of people, like if you go on Hoyo Lab, there's been polls where they've been asking people if they want PvP in Genshin. I know it's a hot topic, and like when I looked at the poll in Hoyo Lab, more than 50% of the people who responded to the poll wanted PvP. Now, personally, I don't think the Genshin community will benefit from having P. And I think at PvP, I think there's enough PvP games out there that anyone who wants that can find, especially Hutao, who's in my chat. Hutao loves PvP and he loves being toxic. But anyone who's like Hutao can basically find a game that they like. So I don't think Genshin needs PvP yet, but I had some other ideas for what Genshin could do. Not that they'll listen to me, not that I'll submit all these into like the suggestion box, but I just kind of want to get them off my chest and bounce them off other people and see what they think. But I think it would be cool. First of all, my first idea is indirect PvP. So there was this game. I used to play this MMORPG. It's probably like older than some of you guys in chat. I know it's older than Hutao for sure. I used to play this MMORPG called Ragnarok Online. And back in the day, they had like this massive PvP. It was like every week, you would have this thing called War of Imperium. And there were different castles in different areas of the world. So there's different cities in that game, just like how there are different cities here in Teyvat and Genshin. And basically each city had like a castle, right? And you would get with your guild. So this requires like a guild system. and basically you would go to war, like a massive PvP battle in these castles, and you would have to break like a crystal, right? And whichever guild broke the crystal would gain ownership of the castle until the next War of Imperium. So they gave that castle for a week, and the castle would have like a dungeon in the basement, and like these where you could get like special guild treasures and whatnot, and you could like farm without other players like kill stealing you and stuff like that. It was mostly for bragging rights. But my idea is like, okay, maybe not have people compete directly against each other PvP style, but have something like that, right? Have it where these castles are PvE, like there's monsters in there, like really high level monsters, right? Like abyss level monsters in these castles. Like there's a Mondstadt castle, there's a Lewa castle, there's an Inazuma castle, and then have people like you have your guild, right? You have your buddies, you and your friends, you compete you go into these castles, these instances, and just have it be like time trial, like whichever guilds can clear it the fastest, like get a castle, you know what I mean? Like give it a limited time, like the thing has to be limited time, right? And whoever can clear it gets the castle for like a week or something, and then maybe just have it be like minor benefits, so that way like, you know, free to play players don't feel like they're missing out or something just because their characters are like on a weaker power level. And you could even have it where there's like a ranking, right, where there's like top 3 or something get it, that way it's not always the same people. And I think honestly, I don't know what you guys think, but I think that'd be a cool idea. Like that way you're not killing people directly, you're just killing monsters, you know, you're not your characters aren't getting beat up on. And it would encourage like co-op strategy and tactics, right? Like make it so that people like in domains, you can't have 2 people using the same characters. You can just like have like 4 Farinas on screen or whatever, you know, just like burst everything with her summons. And then yeah, then you have to like really try hard to like kill these waves and waves of abyss level monsters through a domain style like castle, maybe where you even have to move, like traverse, you know what I mean? That way you can't just pick like the same strongest combat characters, like you need some characters that have different traversal skills as well. And then yeah, like I said, whoever wins these time trials gets like those minor rewards, like they get a base for a week or something like that, or get a base for a season or something. I think that would be one way to do PvP. It's fine, but make it optional so people like you don't have to stress like crazy in a team setting. Yeah. I think it should be completely optional. That's what I totally agree, Butterfly Eyes. I think PvP in all games should be completely optional. Like no one should be forced into it. Yeah, but that's my idea. Just it's kind of a compromise idea. Is I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Like people who do want to play more competitively in multiplayer will have an option, and then people like you, Butterfly, who just want to like, you know, do your own business, play single player PvE, can like have their own thing. But yeah, I just don't believe that the game. The reason I don't believe direct PvP, is going to be, I don't believe in direct PvP is the right thing, because I think it's going to get really toxic for one thing, and I like that the Genshin community is kind of like a little more on the wholesome side. Actually, I know there's a lot of really horny Genshin players and really toxic Genshin players too, but I think it will be even more toxic. Let's just put it that way. It'd be even more toxic if there's PvP. And I don't want Genshin to change like that. I like that it's like more on the wholesome side, you know? And then number 2, like it took like a massive rebalancing of the characters that are in the roster right now if they were to do PvP. Like imagine how unbalanced all these characters are in their current state. People will get toxic if you like another character. They will get worse if it is just straight PvP. There will be blood. Yeah. So yeah, that's my thought on that, on the PvP. The other thing I was gonna say, this is kind of a totally different thing, but just another idea to kind of keep Genshin fresh and not get stale, is that, and I know a lot of people don't even care about the teapot, the Serenity teapot anymore, but I think if they turn the teapot into another mini game, maybe another meta game might be the right word. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I think they could turn the teapot into something almost like Stardew Valley if they really wanted to. Like if they can make it, because we haven't actually seen like livestock animals in Genshin. Like we haven't seen domesticated cattle. We haven't seen domesticated pigs. We haven't even seen domesticated chickens. I think it would be cool if you like did a Stardew Valley style game inside the teapot, and then make it so that you could turn those like the animal products and stuff into like unique craftables that are only craftable within the teapot. I think that would be really cool. And then make it so that you could also sell the stuff that you make in the teapot, you know, just to make a little bit more. Don't make it like a huge amount that unbalances the game, but just something to give some incentive to make it, you know, more fun and encourage players to do it. And then also have like maybe even like workshops or workbenches, right? So maybe you could take like some crystal ores, like mystic ore. I mean, not mystic ore. That's the refined version. Maybe have a mystic ore. I don't know, but different ores, and like craft them into like 3-star and maybe even 4-star artifacts. Like just a little bit, you know. And I don't want it to become unbalanced, like I said, but you know, if you could craft like 3-4 artifacts, just for some fodder. I think it'd keep it fun. You know, I think that'd be cool if, like, say there could be like a clockwork bench in it, and it makes this type of artifact. You know, if you craft on any of the right ores. The other thing is decor. I think it'd be cool if you could cook. If you cook food and place all the food out, like, on a table, like you could go into in Stardew Valley. I think that'd be kind of cool. And, like, if your characters could even, like, move autonomously and, like, sit at the table and eat, that would be really cool. And I think, like, if you go to a teapot, let me actually go to my teapot really quick, and I'll show you guys, just to kind of illustrate what I'm talking about. You don't even touch Imaginarium Theater. You don't have the teams for Spiral Abyss. Your opinion doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people. Actually, a lot of my friends don't even go through with the whole Abyss. And I could totally see why. It gets really repetitive after a while. Like, once I did it, once I was able to clear it, like, consistently, like, now it's just kind of a chore, honestly. when it does get really hard, it can be funny. It can be fun content sometimes. If you make it fun, if you pick challenge teams. You have a funny glitch. Okay, let me know the glitch in chat, and I'll get to it after I get out all these thoughts. Let me actually switch to my other pot. I was gonna say, decor-wise, it would be kind of cool. I know that this would probably be a huge load on, like, the servers and stuff, but it'd be cool if you could put up any photo you take on the walls. And then I think that would kind of encourage people a little bit more to do a little bit more photography. Let me switch my realm to, like, my Mondstadt one or something. Because I know there's that item that you get, and you could put, like, the hangout images in it. But, it'd be cooler if you could put any photo that you take into those frames. And that would be another thing that I think would add to the teapot. And it would make the photography, like, it would add just another dimension to the photography, you know? Speaking of which, I think that they should also add, like, the filters that, like, ZZZ has. Like, you could have these frames, right, which show the pictures from the hangouts and stuff. It'd be cool if you could do that for, like, any picture that you take, honestly. You never played Genshin enough to get enough characters that you don't have power for. You only have the free 4 stars from events. Don't have beneficial. Well, Butterfly, I remember you did mention in the comments in one of my other videos that, like, you kind of stopped playing. You only kind of started playing again recently because you finally got D-Luke and have a 5-star. But, yeah, I would say, like, I totally encourage people, play at your own pace, you know? It's more fun that way. Like, it's really not worth, you know, rushing or burning yourself out to, like, quote-unquote catch up with everyone else. There is no catch up. Like, it's not a competitive game, really. So yeah, I would say play at your leisure and build at your leisure, and eventually, if you do enjoy the game and continue to enjoy it, you will eventually have, like, a meta team to work with. I don't know if you'll be able to clear Spiral Abyss and an Imaginarium, but yeah, you don't really need, like, a super meta team to clear the overworld stuff in Genshin. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was one last thing I wanted to say about this teapot idea. I think it'd be really cool if there were, like, unlockable scenes. Like, you know, right now they have those scenes, those little scenes, like those little conversations. As you get the friendship level up, you could chat with them, and they have, like, unique dialogues. And then as you put their gift sets in, they have unique dialogues. I think it'd be cool if you could set your characters to do certain tasks on your, you know, quote-unquote farm, right? And they have, like, different scenes based on what you have them doing and where your farm level is at. Like, I just think that'd be a cool feature. If you're watching the VOD, let me know what you guys think of these ideas for Genshin Impact. I think they would help refresh it, breathe some new life into the game, and let me know if you guys have any of your own ideas in the comments. Thanks, take care, bye. Alright, and if you're live, I'm still here, guys. That isn't about you. Just get frustrated when guides say use beneficial. You know what? You know, I actually feel you. I don't blame you, Butterfly. Like, I also get kind of frustrated when people are, like, so stuck on certain metas. Like, a while back, I was doing a challenge where I was using Clorand and Eula. The video is actually on my YouTube channel, so I was doing Clorand and Eula in the Spiral Abyss, and, like, when I was doing it, people kept telling me that I had to build Fischl, and I was like, oh man, come on, dude. Like, there's gotta be a way I could do this without building Fischl, and eventually I actually did clear it without building Fischl. But I tried first, and, it didn't go well. Like, I still, even after building Fischl, I actually took some time to do that. Like, it didn't even help, so I don't know. I would say take everything you hear with a grain of salt, is what I would say. You know, sometimes people think that they have the solution in their head, and I don't deny, like, Fischl, Bennett, Xingqiu, Xiangling, and Sucrose are, like, the, you know, the all-star 4 stars, and, like, if you do want to be meta in Genshin, you should build them as much as you can. But yeah, I wouldn't like tear your hair out trying to build them, you know. Especially if you're not enjoying like the time trial stuff or the meta challenges in Genshin. It's kind of like, what's the point? All right, let me go ahead and I wanted to try that new event really quick. I just want to see how it is. I think it's going to be another, you know, typical run-of-the-mill combat event, but let's just see it really quick. I'll just do like one round of it. I don't think it'll be super interesting, but I just want to see it here. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take like a little break, and then I'm going to do the Tribal Chronicle, the new one that just unlocked, Act 3. All right, so where was that? Of Thorns and Crowns. Okay, let's see where this is at. Okay, Trial of Bedrock, Song of Fireflies. Let's go to the challenge. Who do I main, or who does Butterfly main? Vivid. I don't main any characters. For real, I don't main any. I know most people have a main. I don't have any mains. I guess my closest, if you want to talk about like most invested, I think my most invested is probably Raiden Shogun. Let me just take a look at my my roster really quick. And the only reason she's my most invested is, one, I like her in the game. Like, I just like her aesthetically. I like her in the story. I like her character. But I also, she was my first limited 5-star. Ideas are amazing, but knowing everyone wants difficult stuff and most of them don't touch the teapot. Yeah, I see. That's what I was trying to say, Butterfly. Like, most people just want like harder. Most people just want PvP and harder combat challenges. So my ideas probably won't get greenlit at any time soon, you know. Let me see here. Like, if these are some of my, I don't know if these are my strongest. These are some of my strongest, and I think probably Raiden. Like, Raiden's like the only limited 5-star that I have C2 on. So she's probably, I guess she's my closest thing to a main right now. And like I said, yeah, she was my first limited 5-star character, so she's definitely the longest invested at least. All right. Yeah, I did do the I'm glad you noticed that, Butterfly. I did do the McDonald's thing. Dude, I was actually kind of mad because I did it like on the day 9/17, like 2 days ago. I went there like straight, like as soon as I woke up, I was like, okay, guys, I'm going to McDonald's. Like I just like dressed up and I was like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and have this crisp. Actually, I had to wait. I had to wait a little bit because I woke up early that morning and I was like, oh, they're not even serving lunch yet. You have to wait for lunch to order the chicken sandwich meal. Yeah, there were a lot of problems. That's what I was about to say, Butterfly. Like, it took me, they didn't get me my stuff until yesterday. So I went there 2 days ago and it took 2 days. I emailed Genshin and McDonald's customer service, and both took them like 24 hours to get back to me. But eventually, or actually, yeah, 24 hours to get back to me, and then 48 hours to get my, not totally 48 hours, but you know what I mean, like 2 days, 2 business days or whatever, to get me my code finally. But actually, let me show you guys the wings. Are both of you guys in the US or no? I'm just curious. You don't have to say if you don't want to, but it is a US only thing, so that's why I was curious about it. I'm surprised they didn't extend it to like all of the Americas, you know. Although I guess some of I actually, correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess some of the collabs that they do in Asia are country specific too, right? Like China specific, or like Malaysia specific, or like Korea specific, or Japan specific. I think. I really like how it looked on Beidou and Kazuha, actually. Like, they're in the advertisement, and it surprisingly works really well on them. Like, that actually really complements his color scheme, I think. Like, it has like red, black, and gold. I think it looks better. I said this earlier, but I think it looks better than the KFC one. I wasn't playing like at that time when the KFC collab was, and I don't think I would have been able to get it because I think it was a different country. But I think these colors look better than the KFC look, honestly. But yeah, I think that, honestly, I'm actually not unhappy with that. I think that looks pretty cool. And I got like an unhealthy meal. I got to indulge in an unhealthy meal for it, I guess you could say. And they give you like some primogems and a recipe for the apple pies, which is kind of a nice, extra. I don't usually eat it. It had been actually years, probably like 3 years since I had eaten at McDonald's. So, and then honestly, the quality's gone downhill in my opinion. For the price too, like I could never eat there regularly. Like, actually, there was a period in my life, like a few months, where I was eating at McDonald's for like at least twice a week, and it was pretty bad. I don't know. It was actually, I would say it tastes good back then, but health-wise, it was terrible. Let me catch up a little bit. You heard there's a lot of problems. You're not gonna get it. Costs 30 plus. Can buy deluxe skin instead if you wanted. A lot of typos on the phone. No problem, Butterfly. We're on the internet. Typos don't matter on the internet. 30 plus. Wow. What do you mean by 30 plus? Like $30? Is that what you're talking about, Butterfly? If so, where do you, if you don't mind me asking, Butterfly, if $30 is correct, like, would you mind telling me even just like the general area where you live? Because I thought it was expensive. I'm in the San Francisco area, so you know everything's like super priced up here, and it was almost $15 for the chicken sandwich meal. Oh, with delivery. Okay, with delivery fee. Got it. Okay, that's with delivery. Yeah, with delivery fees, for sure. Delivery fees, you almost double. Okay, I believe it now. Yeah, I went to the restaurant. So like, it was like $14.82 was the total with taxes and everything. So I believe it. Yeah, if you have McDelivery, then yeah, it's definitely gonna be jacked up even higher. But yeah. Okay, guys. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do that challenge. Like getting like real scatterbrain. I like walked all the way over there. I was supposed to do this challenge. Let me do this challenge really quick. I just want to see what it is. It's probably just like another run-of-the-mill combat event, like I said. But let's just take a look. Let's put this on the hard multiplier. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself. So we got Praetorian Golem, we got Ruin Guards, we got Hydro, Mimic Boars, Dendro. Alright, I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna try. Okay, what do we do? Trial Corns. Accumulate target trial progress to gain buffs for the Canticle. Okay, all party members gain a 20%, so I guess I should use Dendro here. Get EM bonus. Okay, you know what? Okay, so do I need 2 teams for this? Is that what it's trying to say? I need 2 teams for this? Okay, so they recommend Navia and Kachina for this side, based on the trials, just based on the trial offers here. What do they still have on this side? Okay. I'm not sure I'm completely understanding this, but we'll give it a fair go. We'll give it a fair go here. Okay, so I'm gonna use this team here. Hopefully that's not garbage. And okay, so I guess I need 2 separate teams. Let me just go Hyper Bloom. Kind of can't go wrong with Hyper Bloom. Watch then they're like immune. They're immune to everything I throw at it. Okay, let's just see. I don't even know. I'm not gonna try that hard. Let's go. All right. See if we can pull this off. Okay, it's nice seeing some new scenery. I mean, not a big deal, but okay. Since we're not in the same old, like, you know, domain, kind of like domain backgrounds. Okay, this reminds me of that one artifact domain that you could go to with the 3 golems. I should have done Bennett first. I'm like playing suboptimally right now. Okay, let's wind up. Boom. Let's get another shot in here. Boom. Meatball. Alright, got him. Shield up. Get that. Let's generate some crystals. Get the buff up. Get some fire going. And let's see if we can load her up again. Boom. There we go. Alright, you too, boy. Alright. Meatballs. What does that meter at the top? That's the buff thing? Okay, I have no idea. What does continue challenge do? Does that go to the next stage or something? Oh, okay. Cancel cold crowns. Got it. Okay. Alright, let's see how this goes with this Hyper Bloom team. Oh god, I think I picked the wrong team. Get Farina out. Raiden. Kokomi. I'm not used to not having the dialogue on. I turned off the dialogue while I was ranting a while ago, just so that they wouldn't keep doing their idle lines. I'm not used to not hearing the audio spam from them all saying their attack, their attack lines and stuff. Okay, hopefully these guys don't give me too. Okay, they're not giving me too much trouble. There we go. All right, should I burst? Let's just burst for fun. Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Oh man, I should have saved it for these guys. Screw it. Should be able to last. Get this back up. Get Farina going. Let's get them wet. Let's get them wet, so they're ready for the next person. I'm just kidding. That's gross. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. All right. That reminded me of a song by UGK. I left it wet for you. Some of you guys are probably way too young and not part of the right community or demographic to know those songs. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. I don't know why that was going through my head at that time. Now you guys know my degenerated mind, my degenerated mind state here. My graphics aren't so good. Thank you. I'm glad they look good. Honestly, I don't have like a second monitor set up where I can see. I can only see I can only see like through the viewfinder and OBS, and like that's actually not accurate as to what the viewers are seeing. So I'm glad that you confirmed that for me, Vivid. So thanks. Yeah, I'm playing in I've been broadcasting on 1080 but on mine it's even higher resolution. Like I'm actually playing in 4K, 60 hertz. Okay, so I didn't get prismatic or whatever it is, but I'll do that on my own time. It could get pretty boring watching these combat trials. Although I'm sure some meta heads would love it if I just ground through the whole thing, honestly. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a water break. I appreciate you guys for joining me. You're welcome to stay if you want. I know some people find the story content boring or you're busy, you have some things to do. I'm gonna do the Tribal Chronicle in a little bit after I take a quick break. Let me just make sure I turn the dialogue up so that in the recording I don't miss out on the voice lines. I'll make sure I remember to turn that up. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. I'm actually gonna type "be right back" in the chat just so that people know that I'm taking a quick break. Kinda. There we go. All right, be right back.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Okay, I am back.
If you ever want to trade
If you're
tactics,
still here,
I'm always ready.
I appreciate you sticking around. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to doing the Tribal Chronicle. I think it's the Scion. Which one is it? Okay, let's see here. It's Act 3 of the Banki's Turnfire. Tribal Chronicle. So it's for the Scions of the Canopy. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this really quick. Let me just do something here really quick. Stop that. Start this. Alright, let's go ahead and see what's next in Act 3 of the Scions of the Canopy Tribal Chronicle. So it's Kenichi's deal. Among the Scions of the Canopy, a crisis that concerns the tribe's honor, even its very future, is quietly brewing away. Alright, let's turn on Focus Experience mode. Yes. And let's see what's going on with the Scions of the Canopy. Hopefully this has a good finish. Hopefully there's a good payoff here. Let's go. Let's see what's going on with them. I actually really enjoyed Mualani's, even though it started off kind of slow. I did like the origin story of the people of the Springs. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's going on. I actually forgot what happened in Act 1 and 2. That's what I get for doing this on separate days.
Traveler? Paimon?
Kanich! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
Hey there, nice to see you again.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice. It's just... Oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like, promise.
Now I remember. We were doing that ritual where you have to light up all the torches. Right. Okay, I remember now. That jogged my memory.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all.
Okay, are we gonna fight it?
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Knight ever?
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
This music just makes me want to dance, honestly.
To the Night Kingdom? You mean...
To his death.
Oh, Lord.
Whoa! Are you serious right now? You shouldn't go blurting out accusations like that. It could get you in trouble.
Can he just so, like, nonchalant and deadpan?
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently.
Oh my gosh.
There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
I guess that's his version of, like, corporate speak right there.
But that's ridiculous. He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory.
And that glory comes at a price.
All right, what's the
That's
price,
right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. Yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
Is it because of his companion, Nana?
Mm-hmm. She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme.
Yeah, Vivid. That's the other guy I was thinking of, Sino. Yeah, I was like, Shao, Sino, like, I'll hate them even to an extent. I'm trying to think of all, like, the, well, they're not all emo. That might be, painting too broad a brush on the word emo, but they're all, like, kind of like the Deadpan Boys, you know what I mean? That sounds like a boy band or something, the Deadpan Boys. Okay, if you can, guys, if you can chat, name for me, who are all the Deadpan guys in Genshin? Because I swear there's, like, quite a few of them. Alright, how does he plan to kill him?
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible. That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he did say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
If he really asked us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I think we're a little out of our depth here. Is it too late to back out?
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now.
Okay.
But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd like to make a deal with you.
Oh.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later.
Okay, we'll be there.
Good. See you soon.
See ya. Alright, here we go. Kenichi's deal. Ooh. Alright. Let's go make a deal. Go to Elder Trinidad's home. Okay, he's not too far. By the way, what do you guys think of the Night Kingdom? Because, like, I'm not sure what I think about their form of the afterlife just yet. Because it seems like there's also, like, a physical manifestation of it in the world. You know, like, if you've done the Archon quest, spoiler, part 2, you actually go to the Night Kingdom to get Kachina out of there. So, I don't know. I don't know what I think of that. Because we haven't seen any of that in, like, the other areas of Teyvat. It seems to be only a Natlan
Mighty
thing right now.
Outlanders, you have returned. Did you have a good rest?
It was, pretty good, yeah.
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds, including the chief. They all speak very favorably of you. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name. But they're just stuck in the past. We need to move with the times.
Plus, Kanish doesn't want to do it anyway.
Exactly. So, now, it's time for us to discuss the finer details of the ceremony. We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next part is the purification of the Mountain King.
How does that work?
It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problems.
Okay.
One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Got it.
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. That's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seemed to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us from this ever-looming threat for many years to come.
Traveler?
Got it. Anything else we need to know?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence in yourself. If that's all you really need to know, the ceremony's in 3 days. I'll come and fetch you when we're ready.
Okay.
In the meantime, feel free to take a look around our settlement. It would mean a lot to the elders if you got to know some of our people.
Okay, can we dance with your people? Jeez.
And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there, that would be even better.
Okay.
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should add a little extra to the price.
Yeah.
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty hero, I truly believe that's what you deserve.
All right.
I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me.
I thought it was just going to make us advance, like, fast forward the clock, but it looks like they're going to force us to do some, like,
Seems like Kanich was right. We should go meet up with him right
some
away.
errands around the town or something. Yeah, let's meet up with Kanich. It reminds me of the Maw from World of Warcraft MMO. If anybody here knows what the place is, yeah. Honestly, I never got into WoW. Honestly, I never got into World of Warcraft, so I'm not that familiar with all of the like the lore in it. I know I'm from the era, like age-wise, I'm from the World of Warcraft era, but like I never got into it. My sister played it though back in the day. All right, here we go. We got Wayna and Kanich. Let's see what's going on.
Huh, you're here.
Kanich, Elder Trinidad said that.
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler and Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Hello, Chief Wayna.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kanich to invite you over for a quick chat.
It's our pleasure.
I believe Kanich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every
Okay.
child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes. From Yupanqui the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride and the center of our faith. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom.
So it's kind of like killing a god almost, or killing a deity, I guess.
Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake.
Isn't that at odds with what Kanich wanted us to do, though?
My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration.
Is there no solution that would satisfy both sides?
Perhaps there is. But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter.
Okay, this is interesting. I wonder. I don't think there's any actual choice here. There isn't usually actual, consequence in Genshin. So I'm inclined to honor your request. I'm inclined to honor my agreement with Trinidad. I need some time to mull this over. Or Paimon, let's sneak off to some other tribe tonight. maybe let me try that. Let me just try that. Paimon, let's sneak off to some other tribe tonight. I want to deal with intertribal politics. Here we go.
Running away won't solve anything.
Oh man.
You just need some time to think this through, that's all. Don't worry. We'll come up with something if we put our heads together.
Okay.
Thank you both. There are still 3 days left before the ceremony. I hope they will bring you clarity.
So, Kanich, earlier you were saying that...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
Got it. All right. My
that
kind of
works
guy.
too. Paimon needs to get some air after this.
Yeah. I like it when they walk and talk versus just standing in place. Oh, man, is he actually gonna walk around? Let's see. Hold on. I hope it does. I actually like those sequences where we actually get to see the NPC walking beside us, but it doesn't look like it will because we're going to like a beacon or something.
Kanich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid.
Are you saying that you have a plan?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Really? Well, come on then, let's hear it!
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh, yeah. What was it again? Oh, right! We need to talk about how he's completely unhinged.
That's a point. Where is he today?
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
Okay, who's his teacher?
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a how, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space. I
So
did
they're
some
rift
research
hounds?
after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from. So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
Whoa, that sounds kinda crazy. Would it really work?
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming. The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive, whatever happens.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about now and into the future. And he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it? No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. How do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way.
Are you really gonna do this?
You have any better ideas?
Nope.
Not at the moment, but it just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well. After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when Yupanqui, the Firebringer, stole the Turnfire, it cost him dearly. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
All right. So what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on exploiting abyssal power.
That would be our twin, Lumine. She's probably the expert on exploiting abyssal power.
All I need you to do is keep people away from me. I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the flame bearer. I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them. If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say.
Okay, how do we keep people away?
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new flame bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beastly rift. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Got it.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous.
Okay, I wonder if they're leading up to how the Mountain King, the overworld boss, got into his current lair. I wonder if that's where they're going with this.
And even if it works, what if neither Chief Lina nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what you'd do then?
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me.
Either way, sounds like there's no more in this for you.
Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
We can give it a try.
for sure. And who knows, maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new flame bearer.
I'm sure.
Good luck to us both.
All right, good luck. All right, let me catch up on chat a little bit. Let's see here. So it's basically like so it's basically like hell. Worst place to go, screaming tortured, lovely place. Okay. So it's basically the maw is basically the hell of the WoW universe. Got it. Marbles. I need to grind so I can try and get Kanich. Vivid, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck. Actually, I don't know if you were here earlier, Vivid, but you know who's really lucky is Butterfly. Butterfly has insane luck when it comes to gacha. They were telling us earlier how they got 4 S ranks in 160 pulls in ZZZ. Let's see here. What else we got? Yeah, wishing you the best of luck, Vivid. Keep up that grind. I'm sure you'll get it. There's plenty. Actually, how much time do we have left on this? 18 days, 42 minutes, dude. I'm so. You know what? Actually, I'm really bad. Like whenever I have people in chat, I get so my inhibitions go down, and I like feel tempted to pull. That's what happened last time when it was me and Hu Tao. I pulled on the weapon banner, and I didn't think I was gonna get a 5-star, and I ended up getting a standard 5-star. Gosh, I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. That'd be dumb. Let's go to the next day. Let's just progress with this tribal quest here before I start doing stupid stuff. All right, 8 to 12. There we go. Super early or even doubles. All right, come on. Although I kind of wish I could do some pulls right now. Actually, you know what? Ah, God, no.
Task for the day. Meet the tribe's people and take some heat off of Kanich's back.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what we can do. Let's sweep these people off their feet. See what goes on here. In the tribe, we got Huni. Those are the 2 kids we met at the very beginning of this, I believe. Yeah, with
Huni.
the guy from
How
Inazuma.
can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people. And look what happened to Nana.
But it wasn't on purpose. The Mountain King is sick, that's all. He's been hurt by the Abyss.
That's true. But the fact remains that he's now a threat to all of us.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick? If you don't take back what you just said, I don't know if we can carry on being friends.
Damn, Toba, calm down, boy.
Toba,
Calm down, my boy.
Huni, what's wrong?
Huni's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe, but not anymore.
Hey, now, let's not fight. Aren't you best friends?
Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Toba? Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward. As of today, our friendship is
God
over.
damn.
There's no going back.
Dude.
Oh, come on, cut it out, you two.
Yeah.
We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire night. He's gonna do a beautiful ceremony and cure the Mountain King's illness for good.
What? Really?
Of course, I'm an expert at this stuff.
So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you about? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kanich.
Wait. Speaking of Kanich, where even is that guy?
Oh yeah, good question. Is he not coming to the ceremony anymore? We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy. He'll be sure to give you both a piece of his mind.
No, we can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a bad first impression.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All I said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty bad things. He was the one who turned it into a fight.
You two clearly care about each other. The Mountain King can't change that.
Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for the baby Saurians with you. All right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kanich, I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King. Dad just really misses Nana. And I was really upset that she's gone, too.
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kanich, and for Nana. I'm sorry too, Huni.
There you go.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again. Guess so. Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone
God,
else.
it's so much
and not
simpler
you.
making amends when you're a child, you know?
I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs it for Turnfire Night. Let's play again some other time. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon.
Adults have to, like, character assassinate each other on social
Okay.
media.
I'll head home as well then.
And then ghost each other
See
for
you
the rest of
next
their
time.
lives, you know? Kids just make up, you know, like that. Just say sorry and find some common ground, you know?
Okay, take care, you two.
Alrighty. Who's next?
Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't as strong as it was before.
Times really are changing.
Let's just hope we can solve this once and for all.
Mhm.
Come on, let's move on.
Alright, let's go. When I pulled with Hoots out here, so let's see, I was on the weapon banner. I was trying to get Freedom Sworn. I had 20 pity on it, and I was just feeling crazy. You know, me and Hutao, we were just starting to stream.
I'm always ready.
And I was like, Hutao, since you're here, I'm gonna do a 10 pull on the weapon banner and see if I could get a copy of Freedom Sworn. And I ended up getting a Skyward Atlas. I was like, dude, it was my second Skyward Atlas too. I just refined my other one. I was like, gosh dang it. So I'm trying to save that. I know the epitomized points don't carry the fate points or whatever, but I'm trying to save that limited. That guaranteed limited for when Malvika's banner comes up, because I do want to get Malvika's signature. Even though to be honest with you guys, if I could just take a detour here before I continue the story, I actually don't really like how Malvika's signature weapon looks.
Cold beer.
If it's the
after a
one,
hard
if it's
day.
the one that's in her that she pulls out, you know, in the Archon quest, whatever that thing is, that big sword, like the green one, I actually don't like it that much design wise. I'm just saying the look of it aesthetically. As a kid, saying sorry was hard as fuck. I guess, you know, I guess it depended. You know, Vivid, I will take you. I will say this. I guess it depended on the exact situation. You know what I mean? Like how bad the fight was or the offense. But usually, I guess as a kid, usually your parents or teacher would like force you to apologize to, like some authority figure. Oh, that's a craftable. Okay, I haven't really paying close attention to the craftables here in Natland yet. Okay, so if that's a craftable, I don't know. I haven't been looking at leaks. I used to look at leaks like religiously, like in the Reddit and stuff, but I've been like staying away from that ever since I started like making content. I just feel like it's better. I like make better content when I'm not like seeing everything like so far in advance and like anticipating certain things. I know there's leak specific channels and whatnot, but I'm not trying to be one of those. Okay, well, good to know. I hope it is something good then, because to be honest. Oh, you got it for free in the event? The, what was it? The Traces of Artistry? Is that the one you're talking about? I must have missed it, because I thought we got a catalyst from that, if I'm remembering correctly. I must have, if we did, I like feel bad for missing that. Like, I thought we got, I thought this is the one we got from it. I've always looked like crazy, because you get so mad when you see them on YouTube. I think all of them. Okay. I thought this was the last event weapon. I might be confused. I don't remember getting that sword that she has, you know, that big claymore or whatever, like the one with the green blade. Let me actually, well, you know what, I'll do that later. I was gonna go to a blacksmith and see what they have. But yeah, I was gonna say, before I move on with the story, let me just say this as a general comment about Natlan. Like, I actually looked at some of the signature weapons, like if you look at Kenich's, for example, and I looked at Shilanin's really quick. I know I said I haven't been looking at leaks, but I just looked like really quick. I just want to take a quick peek just to see what to expect. I actually don't like the, it was on the site on the Natlan launch. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed it then. Wow. Holy crap. Damn. I really screwed up. See, that's what I get for like staying out of the loop for a little bit, you know? Maybe I need to go on the site or something, see if the code is still there or something, or whatever, however they gave it to you. Yeah, I didn't get that weapon. Let me check again. I swear I don't have that weapon, man. I really screwed up. Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, I don't see that weapon anywhere. I must have not got on my copy. That really sucks. I was gonna say, I don't like the design of the weapons in Natlan so far, if I'm being 100% honest. Because it looks like they just took, like, you know, Western, like, European or Asian style, the Anniversary Award. Jeez. Which, like, the one, wasn't the Anniversary... I thought that was last year. Like, which, what is it? Okay, hold on. Now you guys got me curious. Hold on. I have to look this up now. You guys are like, you guys are giving me like severe anxiety right now. What is the sword even called? Hold on. Oh my gosh. The weapons are bad for you as a free to play, but you don't care because it matches the character's outfit, so fair game. Okay, hold on. I hate doing this right in the middle, but you guys are making me do this. Let's see. Genshin Anniversary weapon. Firstborn, Fire Sprite, Boombox. Am I looking at the right thing here? Okay. Yeah, in-game mail. So you're supposed to get it via in-game mail. How would I not get that via in-game mail? If it was like I was playing back then. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing here. I don't see it, guys. I really okay, I don't know, man. I'm gonna let it go. Either way, I'm gonna get the I'm gonna pull for her signature, whatever it is. But I was gonna say, I don't like the design of the weapons in Natlan. Because Natlan is supposed to be based on like the Americas and like Polynesia, and supposedly yeah, I got the free 5-star character. But I don't remember getting that weapon, honestly. Yeah, it's supposed to be based on the Americas, Polynesian, I think Sub-Saharan Africa, I think, is if I'm remembering correctly. And like these weapons and stuff, they just look like European and Asian swords, just with like trying to use like the design motifs and some of the materials of the New World. But like if you look at actual like native weapons and like Polynesian weapons and West African ones, they like a lot of them, they did not use weapons like this. Like they didn't use like big swords or like the kind of swords that we think of like in Europe and Asia. Like I wish that they actually did make the weapons look like a macahuito, if you guys know what that is, like that paddle that they use, like the Aztecs used. I believe it has like obsidian, you know, it has like obsidian blades on a wooden paddle. And if you look at like Polynesian weapons, like they didn't have access to metal, to iron and stuff. So they actually, and not even a lot of stones, so they would make weapons out of hardwood. Like if you look at Polynesian weapons and you look at the hardwood weapons, like the clubs that they carved and whatnot, they actually look really badass. So I think that they should have based the weapons off of those rather than trying to just make swords, like European and Asian style swords with like motifs of the New World and whatnot. If you're talking to me, Vivid, I don't know who you're talking to, Vivid, but if you're talking to me, yeah, I did get my free 5-star character. I got D-Luke. I picked D-Luke. But I don't remember that weapon. that Movika's wielding. I don't remember that being a free reward. If it was, then I completely missed it. So I have no idea how either, if it was in-game mail. But anyway, that was what I want to say with the weapons, and I'm gonna be continuing the story here.
What's going on over there? Let's take a look.
Oh, looks like they're breakdancing.
Hey there, what's happening here?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too.
I want to see Paimon dance.
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King could wake up at any time. That's why we're holding an emergency ceremony. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals. For outsiders, it might even be a little dangerous.
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person.
Now you have.
What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise.
Vivid, I appreciate you stopping by the stream. If you're gonna get off, I appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to come back anytime, and I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Thanks again. It was really great talking to you. I enjoyed our conversation. and interaction with you. Thanks for stopping by again. Good luck. Good luck getting Kinich.
It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flamebearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky day.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
You must be joking. Watch this.
Oh. What is that? Okay. Is this based on like hula or something, or what is this?
Not
What
bad,
is
right?
Dance based
Yeah,
on?
I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances
Dude.
beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been
Oh
doing
my
it a few
gosh.
years. Always gets the ladies out to watch.
That's cocky, man.
Oh, very impressive. So why'd you quit?
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more and more precarious. It's just not safe here anymore. One of our elders' Saurian companions even lost her life not long ago. The question is, what are we going to do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. They're probably too busy fighting about it amongst themselves. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured, you know what? Now's as good a time as any to get away for a little while. Go do some exploring.
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah. It's a great opportunity to go see the world. As every male scion of the Canopy knows, wherever you are and wherever you go, the only way is forwards. We take pride in that. I won't forget my roots.
Fair enough. So what's your plan for the next step?
I managed to get in touch with the Saurian Relics Association. They gave me a simple test. Find a decent quality relic, and they'll make me a member.
Okay.
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how's
Oh.
a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kanich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him. Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract ritual.
Okay. By the way, I just wanted to say, I don't know if this is going to be the truth, but then when I first saw a How, I was like, I wonder if he's part of like some ancient civilization, like technologically. So I don't know. We'll see if that's the case here. Because like, you know, he had like the 8-bit technology, and I was like, that looks like it's from a completely different civilization than what we've seen in Tevat. So I'm curious to see like what his origin is, you know?
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use that as my entry ticket to the association. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. The best laid plans, huh? I'll just have to wait and see if things improve. Or... you look like you know your way around a fight. I don't suppose there's any chance you'd be able to help?
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable, right? The Traveler deals with monsters all the time. It's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
Yeah, dude, come on.
Come on, it's no big deal. Compared to some of the things we've been roped into before, this is nothing.
Pyro Archon above, you two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show you the way.
All right, let's do this. All right. Flamebearer. Go to the location of the mural as indicated by Diego. Where are you, Mom? Oh my god, he's all the way over here. All right, let's see if we can catch up with him. Oh man, I don't want to deal with those guys right now. Okay, how are you guys liking exploring Natlan so far? I don't see, like, I think I already mentioned this earlier. I don't know what I think of the Saurian exploration just yet. To me, it feels, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, a little bit clunky.
There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Yep.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago. This could get dangerous. We'll take care of him.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike. I'm not about to cramp your style.
Leave it to us, my boy. Got this. I hope. Okay, yeah. Oh, no, wait. No. Oh, my gosh. Beto's gonna be dead weight on this team.
Yoo-hoo!
Crap.
Rest and
All right, I think they can pull it off. I think they can pull
Into
it
the
off.
wind.
It'll just take a while.
Let
It
my
would be
name
better if I had,
echo
like,
song.
Hyper Bloom or something.
Covenant of the Deep.
But I think we could pull it off with Farina and Kokomi and Kaza. There we go. Yeah, the story content usually isn't that hard. Usually.
That should be the last of them. It's a good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding place, or things could have gotten really hairy for him.
Oh. What's on now?
Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural.
It's a little on the small side.
True.
That's what she said.
Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. This looks more like someone with a paintbrush got bored and started doodling. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like? Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just photograph it.
Okay. You love it since you barely played and your stamina is so bad and Cantina is a much needed help. I badly do not want to get all those oculi to make it bigger, especially since I didn't know the interactive map was thing. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that on Hoyle Lab. They have like a map of the whole world where you can see where all the oculi and stuff are, but at least now they recently introduced this. At least now you could turn in the you could get the stamina boost from any statue upgrades. It used to be just the ones in Mondstadt and Liyue. So you could no matter what statues you upgrade, you could actually get the stamina boost now if you meet certain levels. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, it's been a while. I forgot what it's like exploring Teyvat with low stamina bar. But yeah, I can imagine it gets really frustrating when you're trying to climb. So having the Kachina or even the Tepetli Soar is really nice for those vertical walls, which there's a lot of in that land. Let's take a photo. Oh, here we go. Prompt. Back here. There we go. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna save that just in case we need to reference it for the quest.
That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
Alright, where are you, Tiago? I'd imagine, Butterfly, I'd imagine.
Let's move out.
It's dying from running out of steam while you're climbing stuff, while you're swimming. In combat when you're dashing all over the place.
Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
Oh, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that.
Damn, dude.
And now I've got nothing to show for it. Some gap-toothed goon stole it from me.
Gap-toothed goon. Ooh, does that describe anyone that we know? This guy looks great. This guy looks weird. Like his mustache and glasses don't match his outfit at all.
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the one. Pyro Archon above, you two are superhumans. Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers, and they're tough as nails.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
Yep.
Huh? You already know each other?
I don't think so.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire night.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir. Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them. Seriously, if you're comfortable telling them about what happened, I guarantee you they'll sort it out in no time.
Really? All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately, the book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours ago.
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history.
No need to stop, Butterfly. If it seems like I'm not responding, it's just because I'm focused on the story right now, is all. Yeah, you love futuristic modern more than medieval. Personally, for myself, I kind of like them both equally. It just kind of depends. Like I love like Cyberpunk. Like one of my favorite games is Cyberpunk. I know a lot of people hate Cyberpunk 2077, but I actually really enjoyed that. Persona 5. I know that's not futuristic. That's more like contemporary, modern day. But I also enjoyed Persona a lot. The whole series really. But 4 and 5 are really good. What else? Yeah, but I don't think I particularly have a preference between the two. I kind of like them both equally. It just kind of depends on the characters and the story being told, you know? It's kind of actually cool when they kind of combine them, like in, like, what's that game? Like Star Ocean or something. Oh, no worries. No worries, Butterfly. No worries.
On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning based on accounts from different villages.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk. He snatched all of my belongings, including my entire manuscript.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him. Lost and listless. He's a shell of the man he was.
Okay, let's go beat up that treasure hoarder then.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student. If only for Toba and Tiago's sake, please help me, I beg of you.
Where were you ambushed?
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two, your luck's about to change. Big time.
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you.
Alright, I'm coming, my boy. Alright, let's go. Hopefully he's still there. Well, plot-wise, it wouldn't make sense if he wasn't there, but, we'll see. I just feel like beating up on a treasure hoarder right now. Alright, here we go. Where is this book thief, this gap-toothed book thief? Watch, it's someone we know. I feel like they are, because they're describing a particular physical trait. And they don't normally do that unless it is a character they've shown us before. But where's this gap-toothed thief? Oh.
Hey! You thieving rat! Give me my things back!
Are they actually going to show his teeth? That's what I'm most interested in.
What do you want now, you old bum?
Damn.
God, you're a waste of space.
Dang.
Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow.
But first, shut up. I dare you to try.
Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All right, let's see what you've got. What's this?
Dude, can we just kick this guy off the bridge, you know?
Eat dirt, suckers!
Oh, typical treasure hoarder tactic, man. Actually, it'd be cool if they made a character that could do that to enemies. You know, like throw dirt at them. Alright, here we go. Character who fights dirty.
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good?
Oh,
Let's
man.
chase him down.
Too bad I don't have Shenyan or Yelan on me. Not that I think it would matter. They probably wouldn't even care if I actually caught up to him. Oh, there you go. Maybe they do.
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer. Please, I don't have your stuff anymore. Have mercy.
Oh, yeah? Well, where is it then?
I threw it away.
Why?
You threw it away?
Where?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book, worn out pens, and some old rags. All that time lying in wait was for nothing. I was so mad, I just threw all of it away.
Is that really the truth? Okay, then. Where did you throw it away?
The same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth. May all my worldly possessions be turned to ash by Turnfire if I'm lying.
Okay, that's a pretty strong oath. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth.
Let's go back where we were and see if we could find anything.
Right. Let's hope nobody gets to the book before we do. We'll never get it back then.
Alright. Meanwhile, in a hidden cave... What's going on in this cave?
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy.
Okay, I know... God, what is this voice actor's name? I swear, I think... I know nobody who plays Genshin probably knows this game, but I think he was Barrack in Tyranny. I think. And I know he's like a famous voice actor. I'm just like blanking out on his name.
This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history. Each one of them died of non-natural causes, as if the specter of the Turnfire was always lurking in the background.
Okay, actually, it might not be the same voice actor, but I swear it sounds like very close to him.
This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name-bearer, examining their actions, and eventually demanding payment in return. None can escape this payment, unless, perhaps, they could honestly swear by Turnfire to never make a single mistake in their entire life. Yupanki's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology. I can't believe it was just lying there for me to take. Let me see, the author is Panche. Nice. A gentleman and a scholar.
Silence, book muncher. The great Kahula will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
What? You're saying Kenichi will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body!
Okay, is how just like tricking this guy, or does he seriously have aspirations to take over Kenichi's body?
When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahula How demands to know!
I think this is an act. He's just trying to like trick this guy, I think.
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like saints in comparison.
Although, if I'm being honest here, like, there are times when I wish Genshin would go a little bit darker. Like, it'd actually be kind of interesting if there was a character that had a, like, you know, like a sidekick or a familiar who like was evil and really wanted to take over their body. Like, that could actually be a really interesting character, honestly.
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Kahula How is sheer vanity. And if that day ever comes, oh, your doom will soon follow.
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. Here's what I know, based on countless historical texts. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms, to heavenly thrones, to worlds beyond, there are no exceptions. But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. That dust is what we call a civilization's spirit. And you, great Kahula How, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close. Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
Huh. How does that work? Like, he touches his palm and you can see his memories and stuff or something? Oh.
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
Does that mean all of my hard work was for nothing?
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are still intact. Surely you remember the main points at least?
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire Night is because I hoped that maybe it might help us find a way through these trying times. But now...
You mean you solved the Mountain King problem?
Well, not exactly. But I thought my research might at least be a starting point.
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo.
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power.
Dude.
Symbolic power doesn't count.
This guy Diego's a straight up heathen, man.
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power.
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop believing in that stuff by your age.
Damn, dude, calling this guy old?
I'm not talking about childhood superstitions here. There is evidence.
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is still alive. Everyone attributes that to the power of the Abyss. But there's more to it than that.
Okay.
The key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Malipo at the cost of his own life. If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being contaminated by the Abyss?
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
Like the hilly churls. Shh.
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange. It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom. And now, it awaits the call of its new bearer.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Ponche, but you seem to be getting a little overexcited.
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kanich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Speak of the devil.
Kanich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Sure.
Kanich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and thinks he might have found a way for you to solve the problem.
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go.
All right. Let's see. Okay. God, I just blanked out. I was gonna say something about like the whole thing with the hilly trolls and whatnot, but let's see what's going on here. Let's just keep progressing.
Here will do.
Have you found a way to summon a beastly rift?
Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have our plan come Turnfire Night.
Sounds like you're not considering Ponche's idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet? Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago.
Here we
Burkina
go.
didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King.
Interesting. Dude, I was just gonna say the Mountain King looks like a straight up Pokemon in this scene.
Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes sense to me.
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. His mind is so disordered. It took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events. The truth is even darker. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his misery.
What? Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home.
So your goal hasn't changed.
It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship, even. Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue. Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
Then let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow.
All right. I remember what I was going to say. I was going to say that I hope in this Archon quest, in the Natlet Archon quest, that we at some point get like a good cutscene or even like one of those montages of stills kind of explaining what happened in the past, because they explain all of these things that happened in the past in Natland that are key moments, but like it's so I don't know about you guys, but for me, I'm having kind of a hard time visualizing and piecing everything together just because there's no visuals behind it all, you know? Like, they just kind of describe it all in text, and sometimes it's a little bit hard to remember everything, especially with, like, all the names and everything in Genshin. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break. Okay, I am back. So let's go ahead and fast forward time. I think, let me see what time we need.
Is wonderful.
Okay, so we need to fast forward to between 8 and 12 the next day. No, we don't need mail.
Enough to
Alright, let's go. 8 and 12 the next day. Yeah, I also noticed, like, this is a common trope in, like, anime and video games and whatnot, but they really like doing these things where, like, a venerated deity or creature, like majestic creature, is also like a source of danger for the people, the very same people worshiping it, you know? It's like a common trope in a lot of animes, like, I think Princess Mononoke had something like that way back in, when was that in? That was like the 90s or the early 2000s or something?
convince anyone
Or even here in Genshin, I think that was the case with Dvalin too, right? To some extent?
to become a wanderer.
It's been a while since I've done the first Archon quest. Alright, let's go and meet up with Canich, wherever he is. He's on the mountain getting ready for the Turnfire ritual, I'm guessing. There he is.
You're here. Very punctual.
Oh,
Wow.
so the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now pucker up and kiss our feet.
I like Paimon's face there.
Canich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever!
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula. No one!
How do you put up with this behavior?
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare
Is
against.
that a compliment towards Paimon?
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now,
Oh, man.
and it's a lot.
Yeah, actually, you know, I know a lot of people dislike Paimon, but I actually really like Paimon.
Canich! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her
Oh my
to the
gosh.
almighty Dragon Lord Kahula? Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body!
Oh my
I
goodness.
will commit heinous atrocities, tear down your legacy, destroy your reputation, wreak havoc on your...
Okay, I think that's just kind of his thing. Like, that's his shtick, right? Like, he always threatens to possess his body after he's dead or whatever. Oh. What did you pick up?
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business.
Oh, the rift. Right.
Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy.
Got
The
it.
rift towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves.
How did you get your hands on this?
You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out.
You're that player that needs Paimon in the story to help clear things up, as there are times when she's annoying, but it's not that bad. Yeah, actually, you know what? In Hoyle Lab, I remember this one thread where people were like hating on Paimon, or they were discussing Paimon, and this one guy, like this older player, was saying that his daughter, his like 9-year-old daughter, actually he noticed that his 9-year-old daughter appreciates Paimon because she helps her understand the story, you know. And it doesn't matter your age, really. And I actually don't mind having a sidekick that kind of like reiterates things in more plain language. And also I just think Paimon's funny, honestly. Personally, I just think Paimon's funny. Just having like that bratty sidekick, you know. All right, let's try out this. Let's see if we can open up this rift. Ooh. Here we go. Oh, okay.
They'll tear you to pieces given half the
Shoot.
chance, so be careful.
Okay, let's try to use Canopy since they gave us a trial one. Okay, so grapple and attack, right? And then use it again when that thing is full. There we go. Okay. Now I'm getting it. Oh, okay, that's actually fun once you kind of get used to it, get the hang of it.
Hold the line. Yeah. Let the world come alive.
I'm so used to like the old school meta characters, you know.
Fallen leaves.
I'm kind of falling behind when it comes to the newer cast, like their playstyles.
Are there even bigger ones on the way?
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word.
Oh crap!
In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered.
Okay.
Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
This is Sanka, right? This is his true form, the guy who seemed like he was from Inazuma. Or was it Sanka? It was something like that, right?
I take it this is your true form?
Yep.
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship.
Oh.
I made a promise to the great Kahula How.
Oh,
and
okay.
now I'm here to seize your body for his use.
I thought he was talking about something more intimate, you know?
Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal. Cue bad guy's speech and drawn-out death sequence.
Okay, I like how they're breaking the fourth wall a little bit here. He's kind of a self-aware villain, basically.
Huh? Angel?
Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you. But it looks like you've already met.
Yeah, we've met. I've beaten him up before.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Okay, I honestly don't remember Enjo. Where was Enjo from? Was he from Enkanomiya or something? Or is he like more recent in this story and I just completely forgot?
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What's your real name?
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
Yeah, Butterfly, I have a feeling Enjo, like it sounds vague. Honestly, okay, I know I just said like I don't remember, but it sounds vaguely familiar, and I believe he was from Enkanomiya. I'm gonna have to look at. Actually, you know what? Let me look at this up really quick. I'll probably cut this out when I upload this as an edited VOD. But let me see, Enjo. Let's just do this live. Let's see where Enjo's from. Lowly clerk in the Abyss Order, but where did he first appear? Because they're talking, okay, at Inazuma and Natlan. Enjo, Sanka, the thing calling itself Sanka, he is encountered in Enkanomiya. Yeah. So he is from Enkanomiya, From Dust, yeah, he's in the world quest from Dust to Dawn and Byaku Koku. Okay. That's why I barely remember. I did Enkanomiya like I think more than a year ago now or something is when I cleared Enkanomiya. So yeah, and if you, Butterfly, if you just started playing again recently, then you probably, I'm guessing you haven't done Enkanomiya, which is like a hell of an area. It's like almost as bad as R&R, honestly. Like it's like one of those super optional areas where like none of the dialogue is voiced and you have to read everything. It's super long, everything's super padded out, and you basically need a guide to do Enkanomiya. And it's been so long since I've done it that I actually honestly forgot a lot of the stuff that happened there. And especially since it's not like, I wonder if I'm the only one who has this, but like for me, if it's not voiced or like in a cutscene or something, I forget it a lot more easily. Like if it's just something that I read on screen or like in like a lore book or something in the game, I actually forget that stuff pretty easily. Yeah, so he's from Enkanomiya. I don't want to spoil too much about that if you ever decide to do it, but it's an interesting and very lore dense area. Like some of the most lore heavy books and stuff that you get in the game are in Enkanomiya. Yeah. Let me just see. What else were you saying? Ashamed to admit that you're the player. Yeah, I remember that. People really like... Yeah, Paimon is really really polarizing for the community. I think also there's that subset of people... I swear I'll move on, but there's that subset of people, that subset of fans that just really hate English dubbing in general, and like they really hate the English voice of Paimon. That's part of it too. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. You mean the masochistic parts?
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
Oh, Paris. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Then what are you doing here?
Wait. Of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess. You've been provoking the Mountain King, too!
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
You tricked Huni and Toba.
Wait, does that count?
Oh my gosh.
Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
He didn't really do it.
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yeah.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
Okay, so he was cool. He was a Hao's teacher.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
Okay, I was gonna wait till the end of this conversation to say this, but I want to say this now. I kind of like where they're going with this character and his characterization. Like, I kind of wish they would do this a little bit more with the Abyss Order. That's a lot more interesting when you have like an enemy or a villainous organization and when they're like humanized a little bit, you know, or if there's members of it that are more relatable or kind of like just quote unquote like doing their job, you know. It makes it a lot more interesting than everyone just being like pure black evil, you know.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kanish, dispose of him. He is of no further use to us.
Traveler?
Gladly. With pleasure. Be my guest. The Abyss Order is a threat to us all. Let him go. He'll never amount to much in the Abyss Order anyway. Huh. I wonder if there's an actual choice here. I doubt. Like, again, I doubt it. Let me see what happens if I put let him go.
You see, this is why I like you. Still, you shouldn't underestimate me just because I'm a lowly clerk.
Like, if this were a single-player RPG, honestly, I'd probably make the same choice. Like, hard save here, and then, like, make this same choice, because I feel like it could be useful having, like, I don't want to call him an ally, but, you know, a connect, you know, like a contact in the Abyss Order. You know, at some point, narratively, it could be useful to have a contact in the Abyss Order.
I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone.
Pathetic.
Do me a favor and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Okay.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
It's all right. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
Okay, based on that dialogue, I think it's the same, regardless of what you pick there.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kinda surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly.
Because you signed a contract?
You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a How watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture? We are the Dragon Supreme! Sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame!
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kind of late.
Okay. I just want to express some thoughts on this before it slips my mind and we keep moving with this story. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, earlier I was saying I kind of found Kenichi a little bit boring because of his deadpan and his nonchalance, and I was like, he's just like every other emo boy. But I'm actually starting to like the dynamic that him and Ahau have, because like he's the straight man to Ahau's like what's the opposite of the straight man? I forgot, but they're like one of those odd comedic duos, you know. And when he's with Ahau, like juxtaposed against Ahau, it actually works, and I'm actually kind of enjoying their dynamic now. But individually, I actually wasn't really enjoying Ahau either. Individually, like he was actually annoying me when I was doing Act 2. But like when they're together, like they just play off each other, and it's actually pretty entertaining. All right, let's keep going with this.
You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire Night. Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary 500-year-old warrior.
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous. For all the work we've put in, it all comes down to tomorrow night. We have to make sure we solve this problem once and for all.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to us both.
Good luck to us both.
See you tomorrow.
All right, see ya. Okay. It's not as bad like Fontaine when there was a talking teacup and I was like, WTF, why is it walking? Who are you? Because I never did any events. Yeah, that was I guess I missed those events too, because I think that was from when you first meet them in like the Golden Apple Archipelago or something like that, and that was like before I started playing Genshin too. I kind of wish they let us like, you know, later players sort of catch up. You know what I mean, and be able to like go to some of those limited areas. I chose the first option. You think he got offended, and that one. And hold on. And that you wanted to kill him, but you don't remember the words. Yeah, Kenichi said the same. Yeah. Pretty obvious. Like, I don't think there's really that many choices. Usually it's just like a little bit of flavored dialogue that changes with the different options. Can we talk to Kenichi again? What does he have to say?
What happened to getting some rest?
I'm still a little anxious about Enjo. I'm pretty curious about Ahau.
Ahau's piqued your interest, huh? It's true that he's a relic from an earlier Saurian age, but since we're bound to each other by contract, you can see him as my companion for now. I know he can be awful, but don't worry. As long as I'm still around, he can't do that much damage.
As long as you're around?
Mm-hmm. That's a key part of the contract. Ahau has to obey my orders and lend me his power for as long as I live. And after I die, Ahau gets control of my body.
Oh.
That's the price.
So they really do have a contract and a bargain like that.
Crazy, isn't it? That was probably the first time I really appreciated what it meant to pay a price. Then once I signed the contract, I received the ancient name Malipo. But that's a whole other story. We can get into it another time if you're interested.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, too, that him and Ahau kind of remind me of like the inverse of Fischl and Oz too, a little bit. Like, you know, with Fischl and Oz, Fischl's like the outspoken and kind of like dramatic one, and Oz is kind of like the straight man. Like, he's the one who's more serious and kind of like the clarifier. It's kind of like the opposite with Kenichi and Ahau. Like, Ahau is the one who's like all crazy and like speaking dramatically and everything, and Kenichi's like the calm one. Let's see what else Kenichi has to say though. There was one more option.
What happened
here.
to getting some rest?
I'm still a little anxious about Anjo.
You're cautious, like me. I get it. But don't worry, like I said, I investigated, and I'm confident he has nothing to do with the Mountain King situation. Before he got tangled up with us, he was looking into the Mare Javari. That's another major part of Natlan's history. Our ancestor, Burkina, once fought a campaign there alongside the 5 other heroes. But it's not such an easy place to get to these days. That's about all I know, though. I have yet to take a job that involves the Mare Javari.
I hope that at one point we get to explore Mare Javari, like, as a map, and I hope they actually make it, like, kind of hard. I hope they make it kind of like, you know, like Dragon Spine or something, like have some survival mechanics there or something. It's supposed to be like the Sea of Ashes or whatever, right? Like a, kind of just like a void, like a lifeless void. So it'd be pretty interesting to see. Alright, let's go ahead and finally fast forward to the next day, 1800 to 21, I think it was. We'll go to 1800 tomorrow. That's about sunset, I guess. Or dusk. Okay, is one. Okay, here we are. Alright. Go to Elder Trinidad's help. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they wrap this up soon, because it is dragging a little bit. And I think the pacing is really important as to how enjoyable these side quests are, you know? So I'm hoping that they wrap this up nice and neat, keep it short and sweet, and that we hope we get to the climax soon, you know? It feels like it's about the right time to hit the climax point of this story. So let's go and find Elder Trinidad. God, I wish I had a traversal team on. I feel like I'm running so slow with this team. Oh man, okay, here we go. Come on, 35 meters. Last stretch, there it is. There we go. Alright, Elder Trinidad. Windmill.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you. Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
No, the party cannot be changed during the Turnfire Night ritual. Please choose a suitable party in advance. Recommended elements pyro. Okay, let me get a pyro team together first. I have a bunch of hydro characters.
Of course, there's no rush. I can wait for you right here.
Thank you, sir. It'll be just a moment. Let me just get some pyro characters in here. I had Zero. I had Kazuha and I had Farina. Kokomi and Beto. So let's go ahead and get like a pyro team going here.
This will be a productive partnership,
Actually,
I hope.
I wonder if it's better to use Yoimiya. I wonder if we'll need like a bow at some point. I don't know. Probably shouldn't overthink it. If anything,
I won't hold you
they'll
back.
probably let us restart if we really need to. So.
I can't wait any longer.
All right, let me get Zhong out too. Now let's go ahead and do this.
Are you ready?
Yup. Yeah, let's head off.
Off we go.
Hey, here we go. Turnfire ritual.
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course, but every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief, but it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh.
Kanich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flamebearer.
Very well, but make it quick. Let me know when you're done and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yes. Didn't we just practice it, like in Act 2? I could use a refresher, though. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
Elder Trinidad did,
Oh.
but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant
gosh.
has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then
Okay.
the ceremony is complete.
All right.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next
Oh.
one, then come back to it.
Okay.
You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting
Okay.
our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over.
All right. Try not to mess up, Kanich.
I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Got it. Oh my gosh. An illustration of the Turnfire Night ritual. It resembles the Scions of the Canopy's totem. Okay, so it's basically just one big spiral. Like a snail shell. Okay.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way, and once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift.
Okay.
You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
Got it. Okay. I hope it's not timed. And I also have a feeling, I'm just predicting, that we're going to wake up the Mountain King and have to, like, do battle or something.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Well then, shall we begin?
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now.
Huni.
Maybe you should say hi before you start.
All right.
Might make you less nervous.
It's very thoughtful of you, Kanich.
Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Got it. All right, let's go talk to Huni and Toba. Let's see the kiddos. Butterfly, do you play on do you play mobile, PC, or what are you playing on? I'm just curious. Because I think if I was playing mobile, I probably would have struggled with it on my phone. Alright, so we got Ponche and Toba here. Let's go talk to them first, actually.
Mr. Traveler, you're finally here! I even dragged my uncle out to watch the ceremony.
Although I'd hoped for the Malipo name-bearer to perform this ceremony, that was never anything to do with you, so please don't take it personally. I got thinking last night, and I realized if the lesson of Malipo is to look forwards, then I should accept that my book is gone and start anew.
That's a very good mentality.
Besides, I'll have even more to write about this time, given this will be our first Turnfire ceremony featuring a flame-bearer from another land.
Alright.
I'll be taking detailed notes.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Yes,
luck, Mr. Traveler.
it's not good to cling to
You
the
got
past
this.
too much, you know? Like, it's good to look to the past for lessons, but you have to stay in the present and be ready for the future. Alright, let's talk to Trinidad and Huni.
Mr. Traveler, you look so cool today.
Dude, look how messed up the formatting is in the text box. It says Mr. and then it has like nickname in what are those even called? Brackets? Like I forgot what those, like some type of bracket or I forgot what those are called exactly. Though that sign, but yeah, it looks like there's supposed to be some code there to put my name, my screen name in it, but they screwed up on it. Mr. Nickname, you look so cool today. You look pretty. You look so pretty today. Huh.
You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again, right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
All right, thanks, Huni. All right, does Trinidad say anything?
Mighty Outlanders, the time has finally come. You know what must be done.
Yes, I do.
Please remember, you must cleanse as much abyssal energy as you
All
can.
right, man.
This is the only way to prolong the
Don't
Mountain King's
worry,
slumber.
I got you.
I
Man.
am sure
I got you. Yeah.
you have what it takes.
Yep. Got this, man. Don't even worry about it. We'll cleanse all of the abyss pollution from this land.
How are you doing? Is all in order?
PC, mouse, and keyboard, so no excuse. Yeah. Okay, that's not what I have to. Sorry if I'm laughing. I'm just like, that's not what I was expecting. Because, you know, most people like say the PC has like the best, you know, the best controls out of all the platforms you can play this on. So. Oh, man. Yeah, we're ready to go. I still need some time to prepare. No, we're ready to go.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we talked about.
All right, I probably shouldn't be laughing. I'll probably mess up on this myself and embarrass myself
By
here.
past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. My brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Getting me a little bit pumped. Okay, let me see if I remember what we're supposed to do. So light this fire, then go on that spiral, like in the map, right? And lighting the torches, and don't turn back. I wonder what happens if I do turn back. Will it just start it over, or will there be like a bad ending slide? Go to the altar to obtain the kindling of the sacred flame. Got it. Once you obtain the flame, draw close to a brazier to ignite it. The ritual has a specific order to it. Pass the sacred flame according to the fixed order or fail. Okay. Head straight towards the ritual's end. Turning back now will spell not but failure. I hope this isn't time, dude. Okay,
Go
obtain
get
the
sacred
kindling.
flame.
Got it. Okay. So now we need to light that up. Okay, I guess that should be in a Yumkasaur body. There we go.
Nicely done. Off to a
Okay.
good start.
All right, not too hard, not too hard. So far.
Great stuff.
There we go. I like how Kenichi's like coaching us. He was like cheering us from in our corner, like whispering in our ear as we do this. Oh shoot! Okay, I better not like get too relaxed here. There we
You're
go.
over halfway. Keep it up.
All right, got it. There. Okay, make sure I don't fall midair. That would be embarrassing.
Impressive. Just one more to go.
Cool. Not too bad. Not too shabby.
Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead.
Okay, dude, I can't dash while I'm in this forum, Kenichi. Cut me some slack. There we go. I like this music. Very fitting. Tribal drum beat. Alright, cool. They give me a little like flyby of all the torches. Kind of reminded me a little bit of the Olympics, you know? Kind of light the Olympic torch. Ooh. Alright, what's next? Okay, we have to like go into the cave, right? And I have a feeling we're gonna wake up, what's his name? The Mountain King while we're there.
Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave.
Okay. Alright, so that's down... Where? Down there? Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Okay, at least I didn't die. Is that all the way down there? Like, down in that crevice? Okay. Hopefully I'm not going to the wrong place. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's here. Okay, yeah, there's like there's a Yumkasaur
Almost
thing there
The cave is just up ahead.
that they have just in case you accidentally got out of that form. Alright, cool. So far, so good. Oh, Door of Resurrection activated. That's how you know some shit's gonna go down. Okay, here we go.
The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first.
Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, I have to cleanse it with the fire if I'm remembering correctly, right? So eat that. This really reminds me of using Yoshi in Mario, you know, like sucking up the eggs and then you have to launch them. Cool. Okay, this is kind of fun, actually. Boom. Oh, shoot. Okay, I thought I was gonna... I don't know why that, like, startled me so much. It was, like, barely, like, 3 feet off the ground or something. Alright, here we go. Boom. Wait, hold on. No. I need this thingy. Okay. Can I hit it from down here? Yeah. Pause. Okay. I don't know why my mind is always in the gutter like that. I need to get my mind out the gutter. Hit it from right here. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Only a total pervert would think something like that, just from that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna fight the. I can already tell we're gonna fight the Mountain King, because this is his lair, right? Okay, where's? I need more fruits, man. Give me some more fruits. There we go. Give me that fruit. Yeah, fire fruit. There we go. All right, go further in. Pause. Okay. While we're on that line of thinking, let's just keep going with it. Let's go. Let's take this further in, guys. Okay, here we go. To this deep cavern. Deep, dark cavern. Okay. Wake up, my boy. Come on, wake up, my boy. Damn, like a Snorlax or something. Alright. He's gonna wake up right after we light this, isn't he? Where am I supposed to go? Okay, I like skipped a step or something. Okay, I think I'm supposed to go like right here. There we go.
There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Okay, got it. He said that really frantically. I'm kind of worried now. It's like, light up the torches. Really, make sure to light up the torches first. Like something really bad was gonna happen if I didn't. All right, here we go. I think it's the last, right? No? Ah, yeah, it's like a spiral, like a Fibonacci spiral or something. Okay, here we go. All right, he's gonna wake up. It's just too predictable. No wonder you struggled. Oh man, yeah, the Saurian controls are not that intuitive, I have to say, admittedly.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar!
Oh, why does she look worried? You waking up?
The Mountain King up ahead, right?
Yup.
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
Dude, his belly had like jiggle physics.
Paimon can tell. He's huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
Should we pretend to purify the king?
You've made it at last.
Oh, crap.
You did even better than I expected.
These guys are gonna wake him up, aren't they?
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Oh god, here we go. Showdown.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing?
Oh crap.
Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Here we go.
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Waina, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
Alright.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Waina and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Alright. Hopefully this works.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
No promises,
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Alright.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination.
This might be the method. I've changed my mind. I don't want the king to die. This was Kanicha's idea. It has nothing to do with me.
Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time.
Gosh. Dude. Oh my gosh, this guy's gonna make it worse, isn't he? Oh crap. Dude.
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
Now what?
You forced my hand. I had
Shut
no
up.
choice.
This guy, man.
Elder Trinidad! What are you doing?
His clumsiness. It's gonna be his doom. Oh, dang.
No, the Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Okay, I don't want to veer too far off topic. I was gonna say the Mountain King doesn't look that big or dangerous. Like it looks like they could take him with like a bunch of spears or something, you know, or, like bows and arrows. But I guess he has like magic and stuff, right? Yeah.
Well, it seems there is only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness.
Oh,
More
crap.
sacrifices must be made.
He's starting to sound. Oh my god, starting to sound evil. Ooh, he's licking his palms. Is this his point of view or what? Is that why it's all purple around it?
Take me, oh Mountain King!
God.
Take me as your next sacrifice!
Oh my gosh. Well, at least the Mountain King lubed up his hands for this. Oh god. Alright, here we go. Oh shoot. Oh god. Did he actually get burned up? Oh, his weapon looks kind of cool when you see like that the animation.
Everyone's
on it.
still outside.
Oh shoot.
We have to keep the Mountain King here.
Okay, here we go. I don't know
Give
if
me
I'm
a
gonna
hand.
use Kanich for this, honestly. I might just use my comfort team, the characters that I have on me.
You're toast!
Overruled.
Okay, this is just like the overworld boss, it seems. But I'm guessing
Watch
they'll
out
have.
for the fruits he's spitting out. I can use those against him.
You can? No, I'll just
Yeah,
burn them.
that's it.
Oh, there we go. Alright. Okay, maybe I'll use
Order
Kanich to, like,
guide.
finish him if I can. If I can manage that. But yeah, it doesn't seem too far off from the overworld version.
Everlasting as the moon.
Oh.
Laid bare.
Alright, let's get buffed and then I'm gonna take Kanich out. Oh! Damn, there was an HP gate. I thought it was gonna let me take it a little further. Oh, cutscene. Oh, dang. Okay, that looks cool.
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Oh, shoot. I like I'm using prototype Raker. Oh, crap.
Kill me!
Oh, dang.
Put an end! Points at launch! Shame!
I wasn't expecting his voice to be like that.
By
Is that because
past fuel
the Elder
and
possessed him?
present flame, life marches ever on.
Damn.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on
Wow.
till the abyss is stamped out.
Cool. Damn. Following day, the Scions of the Canopy tribe. Oh, Console Chief Wayna. Okay, let's see what he has to say about all that.
Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh? Paimon wonders how things are doing now. Let's go ask the chief.
Before I should probably wait till the very end of the quest, but I'm gonna say I kind of wish that Genshin did that more with like all of the bosses or almost all the bosses. Because if you remember, there was also like they also did some background on the Primo Geo Bishop back in Liyue. You know, there was actually kind of a quest to do to get to it, and I kind of wish they would actually exposit more of the lore behind the other overworld bosses. You know, it's kind of cool that they gave him a background, the Mountain King. All right, let's go see what's going on here with Wayna.
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Oh, not Wayna, I meant Trinidad.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, Is everyone in your tribe such a risk taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the Scions of the Canopy's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown.
Is Kinich okay?
He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. Something most mysterious has happened.
Oh.
After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell is formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power.
Interesting.
It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
Nice.
Wow. That's amazing!
Was it really just the power of the sacred flame?
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history. Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malipo name.
All right.
He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Let's go talk to Kinich.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing?
Yes, let's do that. All right. How far is it? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. Actually, should I be like that? The underground? Okay, I think I should go to the underground one. I think it would make sense because this is the layer. Never mind, it is above ground. Okay, let's go here. All right, there he is. Malipo. All right, what's going on?
Hey, Kinich!
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry, I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahau die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to,
Intending to what?
Sacrifice himself or something? Oh.
Do the same thing as Burkina?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice myself?
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last night. And Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, Paimon thought you decided to pay for it with your life.
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Okay, sorry, I just Sorry, I just stopped there and went silent because I just realized that Kenichi's outfit is actually a jumpsuit. I was like trying to figure that out. I don't know, ever since I seen his design, like I couldn't figure that out. I was like, does he have a sweatshirt like tied around his waist? But it's actually a jumpsuit that he has like halfway down. I only just noticed that.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself.
The Mountain King? Then what price did he pay?
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins, Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price he paid.
Alright, so how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with.
You said health-wise. Is something else bothering you?
Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. The lights are on, but nobody is home. Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss, but time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long ago.
But we saw him come back to his senses yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked. As you humans would say, it went out with a bang.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now.
I can't believe
Focusing on moving forward.
I can't believe Paimon said doomer. Like, that just reminds me of, like, you know the memes, like Wojaks and all that stuff. Oh my gosh.
That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us.
Doomer.
He's too busy thinking about the future.
Oh, Lord.
Well, at least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now, too. Thank you for your help, Traveler.
Nah, you already
I owe
gave
you
me you already gave me that gift.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
Well, actually, we have yet to find out, because we have a long journey ahead of us, so we don't know. Enju, I have a feeling, I just have a feeling that Enjo will come to our assistance at some point. Like, I have a feeling he'll turn to an ally, just the way that they're portraying him, you know?
That's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're friends now. You don't know us anything.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free. So promise me, if you need anything in the future, you'll come to me.
All right, will do, sir.
For you, I'll do anything.
Damn, okay. I guess he's feeling ether a little bit. Just kidding. I'm sure the people playing as Lumine, all the fangirls playing as Lumine love that. All right, guys, that concludes Act 3, Kenichi's deal. Let's see, let's just make sure that there's no, like, Oh, here we go. See, I knew there was going to be something after.
So, in the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone in my family have to suffer?
Huni, it'll be okay. Your dad will get better soon.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Huh?
Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story. Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the turnfire after last time. That's why I came back, to make it up to you. All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
What?
Your extreme sports.
Oh, I thought I was going to say something deeper, like something about the Abyss or something.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping? It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds.
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while. In the hands of the enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly given away as a gift. Oh, it was so humiliating. A horrible experience to look back on. Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
Is that it?
The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Very smart, Hoonie, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you.
Oh.
Turn around and see.
Another trick about not turning back?
A Yumkasaur.
I'm not falling for that one again.
That's the one who fell in the beginning of this, right? Oh, are we gonna get to talk to them or something? Or is that it? For real this time? Oh, right, okay, I think that's it. It looks like everyone cleared out except one person here. So I'm probably not gonna, I probably missed it, Vivid, when you said you were back, but belated welcome back in case you do see the VOD. Everyone who stuck around for the live, for the whole live, I appreciate you staying, even if you stuck around just for till close to the end. I just want to deliver my thoughts, my last thoughts here on this story. So that wasn't bad. I think it was about equal in terms of overall quality to the People of the Springs one. It definitely had more action and a little bit more hype. Like the cutscene was more action-packed. There was definitely more gameplay. Like the gameplay was a little bit more action-oriented. So I think a lot of people will probably enjoy that one even more than the People of the Springs one. But I want to say for myself, personally, I actually relate a little bit more to the People of the Springs one. Like that one to me feels a little bit neater. Like the message of it, the ending message of it feels like a much more conclusive and neat little package. Whereas with this one, I like that they gave us some lore on the Mountain King. Like I mentioned earlier, I want to see them do that with more of the bosses in general. Like give us some background on how they came to be in the position that they're in. I like that they gave us they introduced a little bit of lore on the Abyss, and they reintroduced the character Enjo, and I think they're foreshadowing towards something in the future, as well as just the nature of things. You know what I mean, like the nature of the Abyss and of the Turnfire and whatnot. But I don't know, it wasn't bad. It was okay. Like I said, I would say I'd rate it about the same that I rated it as the People of the Springs one, but the People of Springs I liked a little bit better, even though this one has the edge as far as gameplay. But anyway, thanks again. If you're watching the VOD, I really appreciate you joining me. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment, and if you like the video, like it, and if you like the content, please subscribe for more. Take care. Thanks again. Bye.
Assemble!
Alright, I don't know who's still here. I'm guessing Hutao and maybe Butterfly. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the stream in a little bit. I really appreciate you guys sticking around and joining me. Did not do the Springs quest. Probably should, huh? Yeah, Butterfly, I would recommend. I mean, just for the sake of completion, yeah, definitely. I would definitely do it even just for the rewards. But I actually liked it. I don't know if you watched I'm guessing you didn't watch the video because I know you don't like spoilers on things that you didn't do yet, but I actually enjoyed the ending of the People of the Springs a little bit more than this one. But that's just a personal preference. I think overall, as far as if I were to try to judge it objectively as possible, they're about equal in terms of the quality. The People of the Springs ones, due to avoid spoilers, I understand completely. Yeah, I think the People of the Springs one starts off a lot slower. And it tends to kind of meander in the middle, which I don't like. But I just like the symbolicness, like the symbolism at the end of it. I feel, I don't know what the right word is. It's more relatable in a sense, and it feels a little bit more neatly tied up at the end, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's really the right way to say it, but for some reason it just feels more conclusive to me than this one does. Like, this one feels like it's kind of foreshadowing future events. You don't care if the story starts slow. Like, how do you start it fast? Don't get it. Sorry if I sound rude. No. I completely, I agree. Like, most stories do need to start off slow. But some people, like, you can't actually start a story off fast if you start, in media res or whatever. Like, if you could start, like, in the middle. And probably not in Genshin. I'm talking, like, just generally about like narration and whatnot, storytelling and whatnot. You can't start like straight in the middle, like straight in the thick of an action sequence.
Kukusaur sure isn't easy.
Then again, I am so easily impressed. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you could actually start something in the middle of a story with an action-packed sequence and then kind of flash back. It's just like harder to tell a story more neatly and concisely that way. And with the way that Hoyoverse does their storytelling, I'm not surprised they don't do that, because they tend to do things in like bits and pieces, you know, like they tend to do the acts, like split up the acts. And I don't think it's a good idea to tell a story in media, like start off a story in media res if you're not going to finish the whole thing in you know, in a short sequence. You know, if you're going to make people wait a few months before continuing, then it's kind of hard for them to keep track, you know, if you're starting out a sequence. You don't really care if there's no combat anyway. Yeah, actually, you know what? Speaking of that, I don't know if you did Nouvelette's story quest yet, but yeah, his didn't have any combat at all, and I actually like immensely enjoyed it. You do agree hours of talking is a lot. Yeah, especially if you're it's a lot easier, like if you're not playing it like I am, you know, like on YouTube or to someone, like, to a friend or whatever, we have to say it out loud. It's a lot more bearable if you're just reading it to yourself. And like if I was just reading this to myself, like if I weren't streaming or recording, I probably would have just like read it like at my pace, the way that I can read, and I might even skip like the tail end of some of the spoken dialogue, honestly, if it felt like filler dialogue. So it's a little bit more bearable like when you're just kind of playing by yourself. But when you're like playing in front of people like this and you're saying every line out loud like I am, it can actually get a little bit exhausting, like when you let it all play out like that. You actually did it after the main story and got different text, was pretty cool. Yeah, I like that they do that. They do subtle things like that in Genshin. Like, people have told me about that with Scaramouche. Unfortunately, I wasn't around at that time to where I could have done the event to get different dialogue with him when you first meet him. Alrighty. By the way, I don't remember if I asked Butterfly, are you gonna pull on Kanich? Or did you already pull on Kanich? I honestly forgot, because like, you know, I was trying to like juggle the story and like keeping up with the chat and everything. So I forgot if you said. I know. Vivid said they did. Vivid's a Kanich fan, you know. So actually, what was I doing? I think I was trying to build Diluc to 90 so that he's ready for Envisage Echoes. Might go ahead and burn my resin while I'm here. Stage. Oh yeah, Ororon. Yeah. You told me about that. Yeah, I remember in the comments you told me about that. You're saving for Ororon. Yeah. It's hard. I know. It's like, like I was just telling you guys, I was about to just do some YOLO 10 pulls just because it feels appropriate. You know, when we're all hanging out like this for to just throw out some YOLO 10 pulls. You know what I mean? And if you kind of like half like the character, like I kind of like Mualani and I kind of wanted to pull for her, but I'm like, dude, I want Shilonin, and I want Malvika even more. So I'm like, dude, I have to stay pretty disciplined about it, especially like I'm not trying to spend, dude, back in my this isn't a brag or a flex or anything, but back in like the first year that I played Genshin, like 2023, dude, I was spending like I wasn't whaling, like I wasn't an actual whale, but I was definitely spending. I'll just put it that way. And I was like, oh man. Oh lord. But yeah, I'm trying to wait for Shilonin. Like I said, I'm not gonna pull for her signature, but hopefully I have enough for her, Malvika, and then Malvika's signature. We'll see. Malvika's supposed to come in 5.3, so that's like a couple patches away. If anything, you like the elements or weapon. If I like the elements or weapon, I probably will, because I like Tainari, but went with Diluc because Pyro for puzzles is much more useful. Yeah. I guess if you're still at the very beginning, that's somewhat true, but honestly, you could kind of get through most of the Pyro puzzles, like even just with Amber, honestly. But I think at the end of the day, with the standards, I was telling my friend this actually the other day, like with the standards, it kind of doesn't matter that much. It might matter more if you're still in the early stages of the game. It might matter a lot more. But I think like after a certain point, like the chances that you'll use like a standard 5-star for like much more challenging combat situations is like really low.
Accounted for.
So you should really
Let's
just
move
pull
out
for like who you
for
like,
justice.
honestly.
Who's our target this time?
Kaveh is Dendro too, yeah. Yeah, people really hype up Tighnari. And it is true. He is meta. He is very meta, especially out of the standard 5 stars. And Dendro in general is just very meta. But there's so many Dendro options. It's not like you're not getting Tighnari is like a misstep or anything. Especially if you're not trying to do Spiral Abyss like you mentioned. All right.
Shower me with praise!
That's the important thing, man. That's the important thing is to have fun. Like sometimes when sometimes when I go on like Hoyo Lab and stuff, I can't believe the attitude of some people. But I'm guessing like if you're, if you're a lot younger, and you haven't really grown out of that phase yet, it means a lot more to you. But I'm like, dude, you just gotta remember at the end of the day, it's literally just a game, dude. Like, you almost got Siege Queen out of spite. What do you mean? What do you mean by out of spite? What do you mean by that? Okay, I think I need to do this like 4 or 5 times at least. I don't think I have enough resin for it. I need 20 of them. I need 9 more. If I got lucky with 3s every time, I would only need 3 more, but I'll probably need like, I don't know, 4, I would guess, bare minimum. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky 3 times in a row. We'll see. So I did this on time, so I get extra rewards. Nice. Test run. Collect these. Everyone hated on her in the story, and they're right, her kit sucked bad. But Jesse, geez, the hate was so bad. Hate on hate. You know what? I must not have been paying attention. You ended up not doing it because people are just rude, but poor Siege Queen. Yeah, I must have not been paying... I don't remember people liking her a lot. Personally, I don't remember people liking her a lot, but I don't personally remember people hating her that much. Or it might have just been like the Reddits and like the Hoyo Lab threads that I saw, or I might have been staying out of it. They called her creepy and stuff. Honestly, that's what I really liked about her. I really liked it. I actually kind of wish that they went more with it, like the whole like how she looks all like popular. Oh, okay, so you heard it from popular streamer. Yeah, see, I don't actually watch that many streamers. I only watched honestly, I only watched 2 other YouTubers do Siege Queen's quest and the Archon quest for Fontaine, and they both didn't have a problem with Siege Queen. They actually kind of felt the same way that I did, which I'm glad they related, because yeah, she looks super cute and innocent, right? But then she's kind of like, not intentionally, but she's kind of like sociopathic a little bit too, the way she's like, oh, people act like this if they want to, like she's manipulative. But not necessarily intentionally. It's just that she's a melazine, so she doesn't really understand like humans, human emotions and whatnot, except from like a detached, more analytical level, But I thought that was it. I actually really liked that about her. That's what appealed to me the most about her. And yeah, I don't know if you watched my my playthrough of the story quest, but I actually really enjoyed her story quest. I really enjoyed her character. They used her bad lot to really hate her more. That's messed up. I don't get that. Or her bad kid. Okay, she does. Admittedly, if I didn't like her in the story, I probably wouldn't have pulled for her. Because her kit does kind of suck, honestly. Like, I barely use her, and that's why I also, like, usually I crank up the characters I really like to, like, all the way to 90, and then I'll, like, level up their talents more. And I didn't even bring her weapon up to 90 either. That's because, like, yeah, I didn't really have any use for her, honestly. Especially, like, in Abyss. Like, there's not really anything that she does that, like, Kokomi or Farina or any of my other Hydro healers can't really do, I mean, she has team healing, I guess, and if you want, you could make, like, a gimped, Hydro DPS if you really heavily invest into her burst, and then go maybe, like, HP Hydro damage crit instead of, like, HP healing or HP, but, yeah, her kit does suck. There's no getting around it.
Slip and fall.
Respect the. Yeah, I told, like I said, she was one of my favorite characters. Like I really enjoyed her. I just you know what? I know people are gonna say I'm weird and stuff like that, but I actually like characters like that. Like characters who seem like innocent and cute, but they're actually kind of like a little bit psycho. Like I actually really enjoy that type of dynamic, honestly. Yeah, she was one of my favorite characters. I actually really enjoyed her in the Archon quest. Like I remember when she first pulled out the gun and shot that dart at Linny. I was so hype. I was like, damn, that was the point when I knew I gotta get her. But even when she was just like smiling and she was like, oh, I like feeling trusted by humans, like when she was just playing dumb and everything, like I actually really enjoyed that. I don't get how anyone could hate her based on that. You know, it's not like she and the funny thing too is Genshin's not a very adult game, you know, and it's like it's not like her quote unquote betrayal or her deception, if you will, led to any like severe consequences for anybody. Like it didn't lead to Fremine or Linny or Lynette dying, you know. Yeah. Running out of background sound, yeah. That's what you know what, like I don't know if you read my channel description, but that's what I made my channel for, honestly. Just like, you know, working from home for like hours and hours, I would always listen to like gamers. Like I would just watch like either whether it was live streamed or if it was just long let's plays. Like I just needed like background noise, and then I was like, I kind of want to do that myself, honestly. Yeah, I love listening to, even if it's like the same game. Even I've watched like multiple people play like RDR2, Fallout, Genshin not as much anymore. I was listening to a lot of people play Genshin when I first started, like when I was really hype about it, but like now I kind of don't like listening to Genshin content as much, just because like I don't like getting like spoiled or having my opinion swayed as much, especially just because like mainly because I'm making content for it now myself, so that's the main reason why. But I think if I wasn't, I would probably still be listening to a lot of people's playthroughs of like the Genshin Archon quests and stuff. Especially in Honkai Star Rail, if I reveal the characters I have, people will riot, so I'll probably never say, why do you say that? You could reveal to me, because I'm like not invested in HSR at all. I was when it first started. Actually, yeah, let me talk about that. Like, I remember I played HSR on release, but like I actually quit. And I don't know if I'm gonna go back, honestly. I quit like right after getting Acheron. Acheron and Black Swan. Black Swan came out first, right? I got Black Swan and Acheron, and then I pretty much quit. Oh no, I did get what's her name? The one that came out recent, Firefly. I did get Firefly. But that was just like a luck. That was just like purely on a whim. Like I just went into HSR out of boredom, pulled on the banner, and then I just like quit right after. I didn't even bother like leveling her. So especially since you skipped Kazu's, which is a sin apparently. You know, especially in Honkai Star Rail, if you reveal the characters. All right. Future modern style. You also love the battle. Love it also auto battle. You can farm materials. I'm guessing that means mats automatically. Great. What do you mean by Kazu's? You mean like Kazuha? You mean like that fox guy that looks like Kazuha? Or who are you referring to that you skipped, which is a sin apparently? Or did you mean you skipped Kazuha in Genshin? Just curious. Not like I'm not gonna judge you. Don't worry. I don't judge people based on their. Oh, in Genshin. Okay, I was like, is there a Kazuha in HSR too? Okay, yeah. I don't judge you for that. Like, if you were, I would say this. Okay, I would say this. Here's what I'll say. Here's my compromise. Here's my compromise, Butterfly. If you were trying to 36-star Abyss and do like those kind of challenges, like Imaginarium, then I would bonk you on the head like, dude, you should have gotten Kazuha. But yeah, if you don't care, you have the Windcatcher item, dude. That's funny. I never seen anyone use the Windcatcher. Honestly, you're probably like the first person I met who said that they used that to get around. I'm not laughing at you like that's stupid or anything. I'm just surprised. I'm like, wow, I finally met someone who actually uses that item. Yeah, I never met anyone who said they used the Windcatcher. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, like there's so many Genshin and like the elemental protection potions. Like I don't know anyone who uses that stuff outside of like the very first, maybe like when you're just first starting out Genshin and just trying stuff out, Yeah. Kazuha, yeah, Kazuha, I don't know, man. I know it's a polarizing topic, but I know a lot of people jokingly meme that Kazuha's the real Animal Archon, and it probably pisses off a lot of Venti fans, but I would say, man, just purely meta-wise, not aesthetically, not taking the character stories or backgrounds into account, if I could only choose one of them, I would choose Kazuha, meta-wise. It's just a lot, for one thing, his crowd control is a lot easier to pull off. Because for one, it's not locked behind a burst, so you don't need energy for it. There's just a cooldown. And two, it's just a lot easier to aim.
Yoo-hoo!
And then there's the fact that Venti's
Let me leave you a verse. No, my sword.
burst doesn't work on like larger enemies.
Song.
So it's a lot more
Here
useful,
comes
in
the
my
catch.
opinion, to have Kazuha's like
Quietly now.
huge AoE swirl, you know, with his burst.
Still,
That's just my
I swear,
opinion.
it's for medical research.
I'm sure people will disagree with me and prove me wrong. You got him in Star Rail, the Pink Fox guy, so close enough. Yeah, see, I think that guy came out after I had already quit HSR, basically. I don't know if I'll go back again. I know you said you like auto battle, and I know why people like it. Because if you're working or something, or doing errands and stuff, or studying, you could have it on in the background. But personally, I actually don't like auto battle that much myself, personally. Just because usually when I play, I actually want to play, you know, and like I don't really, I don't know, I don't do well multitasking like that. Like if something's on in the background, yeah, turn-based not for everyone. Yeah, actually, speaking of that, I actually wanted to do a video at someday. I probably will never get around to it about turn-based combat, like turn-based JRPG style combat, because I do have some opinions on that. But I will say this: I don't have anything against turn-based combat. I just think that
Checkmate.
to do it in 2024, you know, or like in the current era, in the current time period that we're in, after all of the developments and all of the JRPGs and turn-based games that have come out, you kind of do need to do something a little more. I feel like you need to do something a little more innovative with it in order for it to be engaging. Otherwise, it's kind of just there to carry the story along, and if you're not enjoying the story that much, then it becomes a hassle, you know. And if it, like in my case, I'm not hating on HSR or anything, but the story didn't appeal as much to me, if I'm being honest. So for me, it was just kind of like, okay, the combat was just kind of like a slog to get from point A to point B, you know. If you want my opinion, if you care for my opinion on what game does have good turn-based like JRPG combat, I think, in my opinion, Persona 5R has like the best turn-based combat that I've had and I've experienced in a while. I feel like it almost I know this might be saying too much, but I feel like it revived the JRPG format in a lot of ways, with some of the things that they did with their system. So I kind of wish that more. I kind of wish more game designers would take note of what they did in that game. Yeah, because even something simple, like, I don't know if you played it. I know you said you heard of it, but I don't know if you played it. But even something simple, like, there's some things in it called the baton pass. Like, this is just one thing, right? This isn't the only thing. There's this thing called, like, the baton pass. And if you want to skip a character's turn, they could pass their turn to the next character and it, like, buffs them up. And you could do that, like, multiple times. And even just a simple thing like that is actually, like, makes the game, like, the combat flow a lot nicer. And, you know, you're not just skipping turns and feeling like you wasted someone's turn. Like, you're actually buffing your next character. And it feels pretty nice, actually. You only learned of that game when your brother played Smash Bros. And you were curious about who was Joker. Yeah, God, Smash Bros. Has, like, everybody now. Yeah. Word of warning, though, if you do decide to get into Persona... Well, your brother played it, so you probably already know this. But, like, for most... you know, quote-unquote modern gamers, I would only recommend like 5. I actually made the mistake. That might be too strong language. I made the mistake of committing to finish 4, and I actually finished it P4, which is one of the more modern ones. It's not even one of the really old ones, but even that P4 felt pretty sloggy. Like, after a certain point, I had to turn down the difficulty down to like very easy. I had to start skipping some of the side quests and stuff and not maxing out because, like, it just got way too sloggy and drawn out. You're not gonna play it. It's long and costs money. Plus, you know the story. Yeah. If anything, you could actually just get the story from like watching the animes. The animes are really good of P4 and P5. But yeah, after playing P5R, I was like, oh man, I need more. I need to play more Persona games. So I played Persona 4 Golden, and I actually kind of regretted it. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I really like the characters in it. Don't get me wrong, I really love the characters in Persona 4, but like the combat and everything in the dungeons are just so redundant and grindy and old school that it was really like killing me. You know, I was like, oh my god. That's why I just put it after a while. I just put on the easiest difficulty and started focusing like solely on like the social links in the story. Yeah, that one's 5. That one's 5. Which in my opinion is the best one.
Listen, as long as you stick to your
Although
own
it is
path,
funny,
it does...
in Persona 2, I don't know if you'll think this is funny, but Adolf Hitler, literally Adolf Hitler, the historical figure, is in Persona 2 Eternal Sin. And that's all I'll say about that. Like, it's pretty crazy seeing anime Hitler in the game. In the American version, though, they censored it. They just called him like the Führer, and they like removed all the swastikas, and they put like they put like a pair of sunglasses on him just to like change the character up. But it's like so obvious it's him. But Persona 2 is like has some of the worst combat in my opinion. Typical old school JRPG combat, you know, has like way too many menu options, takes way too long to do, really grindy. Yeah, Eternal Sin. Yeah. And then like the story of Persona, like I couldn't get through Persona 2. I had to stop and I just like watched someone do a let's play of it because it was just too it has kind of a convoluted story. Like even just the way that it starts is really weird. That's all I'll say about that. I actually have Persona 3 Reloaded. I bought it, but I haven't touched it at all. I plan on playing it at some point when I have the time to.
Time to shine.
If ever.
Ring cutter.
Might just sit on my drive forever, basically.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
You farmed Deluxe mats in case you lost your 50-50 to him. To getting the standard was perfect. You could use them like day 1. Yeah. When did you Butterfly, out of curiosity, when did you start playing Genshin? I'm just curious because I know I read that back in the like the first few patches that Dulik was actually like super meta, like he was actually a really strong character, even though he's fallen off a bit now. All right. Okay, I wasn't even keeping track anymore. Like, how much more do I need? One more if I get lucky. And I do have a transient resin, so let's go ahead and burn that while we're here, just chilling. Sumeru. Okay. Sumeru came out right when Sumeru came out. Okay, so you started like just a little bit before me, because I started like after Sumeru, like all the Archon quests were already finished. Remember Tainari being on the banner? Okay. Okay, so you came out, you started like a few patches before me, but not in the very beginning, where people say D-Luke was, you know, really meta. Alright. I definitely played longer. Yeah, I think my, let me see here. What's my playtime now? Yeah, my playtime just on the PS is, 2,117 hours. And that's just the PlayStation playtime. Like I played on mobile too. Like even when I was on even when I was taking vacation last year, you know, when I was out of state, I was still playing on mobile just to do like Spiral Abyss and stuff. Speaking of which, I think I cleared it already though. Yeah, that was recent. What about Imaginarium? Okay, already did that. Tower of Fantasy. Yeah, see, I wasn't around. Why it was an MMO? Why it was an MMO? Oh, you're saying because it was an MMO? Is that what you're saying? And you were into MMOs, and that's what led you to Tower of Fantasy? I heard back in the day, like that was way before my time, but I heard when Tower of Fantasy first came out, people were like calling it the Genshin killer and everything. You didn't like not creating your own character, but you learned why you play as the character. Yeah, that's one of the things too that I think it's kind of a learning curve. I don't know if learning curve is the right word, but you know what I mean. For people going from like MMO to gacha games, is like you're used to creating your own character with your own avatar and everything, and then suddenly you're like trying to go for these preset characters, and you're like, why do people like these characters so much? But yeah, it's really addicting.
Ow. That hurts.
And it's like, it's a different type of satisfaction, you know, trying to build teams with preset characters rather than like fully customizable classes and whatnot, you know. Do you look in the story immediately? Congrats, I'm glad you finally got him. Oh man. Alright.
Don't slip and fall.
Hopefully I get 3 on this one. Yeah, although I will say this about gacha. I don't think this is true about all gacha, but just
Take it
like
easy. Quietly now.
Genshin, like
Strike a
Hoyo gacha in general.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Game's up. Fun's over.
I feel like it'd be
Let the world
nice.
come alive.
Let me finish this battle first, and then I'll finish that thought.
Tap. Busted. Tap.
I know that there's different builds if you use different artifacts and weapons, but the builds do feel a little bit linear to me, you know, especially if you played like MMOs. The builds can feel a little bit linear, like they're not really, especially like the talents, like they don't really branch, especially in Genshin. HSR is a little bit different, but in Genshin it's like you melt the flower. Yeah. I doused it, I drowned it. Yeah, like there's only linear progression on these skills, on the skill. Like there's no tree, you know, there's no talent tree. It doesn't branch out to where like, oh, you could have this type of Yelan with this skill, this branch of skills. It's like, you know, it's just either you level it all the way up or you just leave it. And the builds are largely in the artifacts, which are like pure RNG. And there's usually like 1 or 2 optimal builds to do per character. And then the weapons, which the weapons honestly is just about which main stat that you need to kind of make up for that you're lacking from your artifacts, really. So, I don't know, the builds are a little bit cookie cutter. You know, if you're used to like the more branching talent trees in like MMOs and whatnot. Yeah, the builds with team comp. That's actually what makes Genshin interesting character-wise, and that's what kind of makes the that's what makes the pulling addictive, if we're being real. Is because you're like, gosh, I just need that one, you know, I just need like a hydro healer or something like that. You know, and then you want to pull for one so badly, and then when you finally get it, and you get that sense of satisfaction out of it. I didn't even pay attention. Did I get? Oh, I didn't. I was trying to get my friendship team out. That's what I was doing. I was like, did I get 3 or did I get 2? Let me see. You don't get addicted by watching pull vids instead. I don't get addicted by watching pull. What do you mean by that specifically? If you could explain. Oh. Okay, nice. That should be everything for D. Luke. So when Imaginary refreshes, I can do his Envisaged Echoes finally, and hopefully get all of them, because I want to finish up that that achievement tree. All right. But anyway, Butterfly, I think streamers pull for the viewers. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of those, honestly. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun when, you mean when they take over the person's account, right, and pull on their behalf? Yeah, I kind of don't get that. To an extent, like putting your account in the hands of a stranger, basically, online, and letting them, you know, use their streamer luck or whatever to pull for you. The excitement, it's only exciting. I won't even say exciting might be too strong a word. It's only like kind of interesting if they, if the person is a whale, you know, if they have a lot of Primogems and they're going for like C6 or something like that, like something crazy, like trying to do a C6 R5, then it's kind of interesting. A little bit. Not my, you know, first choice of something to watch, but sometimes it's fun just seeing the person like, it's like Schadenfreude, right? Where they're like, oh my gosh, and they like fall out of their chair or whatever. You know what I mean? Like fall out of their seat because out of disappointment. But never giving your info. You can lose your account, but your account. Yeah, that is true. I totally get where you're coming from. Yeah, but it's, sometimes it's just kind of interesting to see what people get, I guess. But I do enough of that with my with my friends. Like we share, like whenever we get something good, like we'll share it to each other, like on Discord or whatever. But anyway, Butterfly, it's been like really great talking. I hate to cut it short here, but like my voice is getting really tired from having talked for almost 4 hours straight. So I think I'm gonna have to take a break. Probably close it out for the day. And I really appreciate you joining me and continuing to comment on the videos and whatnot. It's been really fun talking to you. So I hope if you have the chance, next time I stream, if you're available, that you'll drop by. Hootsal will probably be here too, even though he tends to like lurk watch. I think he plays like while watching me. But yeah, hopefully we have another good conversation again next time. And have a great weekend if I don't see you for a while. Take care. I'm gonna cut it off there. See you around. Let me know your thoughts anytime. Good luck on all your pulls. Hope you win your 50-50s. Have a good one.